What it do, what it does, what it is, what it was. We in the building. Today we're gonna be talking about Charleston White declaring that Atlanta is finished and all of the men in Atlanta are gay. This is what this is the new viral thing that's going around from Charleston White. And as a resident, a 4-year resident of Atlanta, I wanna speak on it. I want to speak on it. I want to cover that topic and talk about a few reasons why Atlanta is finished. Talk about a few reasons why, all of the men, are portraying this gay stuff. Um, but before we before we get into it, I'm gonna play the audio. I'm gonna play the audio to let y'all hear what Charleston said, and then we're gonna get into the spiel. We're gonna get into the spiel because in a lot of this audio, I agree with what he's saying. I agree with what he's saying. I just didn't want to be the one to say it. Uh, and the reason why I didn't want to be the one to say it, because I didn't want people talking about, oh, Doc, hating on Atlanta, this, that, the third. Nah, man, I let bygones be bygones. I move how I move, and I, play it how I play it. But he said some things in this interview. He said some things in this video that made me go, woo. He said some things about Atlanta, and I can honestly say I agree with him, man. Atlanta is finished, and in some type of capacity, shape, or another, most of the dudes out here are on some homosexual stuff. Period, bro. That's just the way the cookie that's just the way the cookie crumbling in Atlanta. That don't mean you can't get no money in Atlanta. That don't mean Atlanta is not the black Mecca. That don't mean Atlanta is not the black Hollywood, this, that, and the third. But it does mean what it means. And we're gonna get straight into it because I don't want to waste no time, man. I ain't come here to waste nobody time. I ain't come here to waste nobody time, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm potty training my children right now, man. I ain't come here to waste nobody time, all right? So before we get into it, let me make sure let me make sure I put on put these little things up here. Let me put my banner up there. Right, let me put my banner up there. I gotta put the banner up there, and then before we get into it, uh, you know, what's going on with Dwayne McClain TV? What's going on DMTV2? What's going on Chakra Dr. Inc. channel, CDTV? What's going on with everybody out there? So before we get into it, let me see. Do I even got my advertisement up here? I don't even think I got it up here. But I'm gonna put it up. Oh yeah, let me give you a little superfood in your life.
Superfood, bitch!
You are what you eat. You think what you drink.
I'm supposed to have the other one up there. It's not supposed to say the B word. It's not supposed to say the B word. That was just me horsing around. But I'm gonna put the other one up there. I'm gonna put the other one up there. But yeah, man. Get you some superfood oil and tea. Detox and cleanse your body. If you Superfood oil and tea is good for people who are already healthy and want to maintain their level of health. For people who are sick and got, what they consider curable ailments. And then it is also for people who have what they call incurable ailments. Go to chakra.xyz, get you some superfood oil and tea. I'm telling you right now. Here we go. Go get the book, The Black Cube Codex. Go get the book. It's on all platforms where books are sold. Go get it. It don't matter what platform you're on. The Black Cube Codex is a book that you need to have in your arsenal if you're going to be able to decipher this matrix. Just for all my little, people who are waking up and trying to break free from this matrix. All right. But let's get into it without any further ado, man. Let me crack this water open, man. We're about to get into these words that Charleston said about Atlanta. All right. and I'm gonna get the court started. You dig? Bang the gavel, get the court started. Boom. So as you can see, I'm about to just play the audio. I'm not about to play nobody else's videos just on a strand of, copyright and all that good stuff. I'm just gonna play the audio. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, man, Charleston White out here wilding out on it was on Say Cheese TV. Say Cheese TV. Even though it's an unpopular opinion, it still got like it's a little 10-minute, 12-minute clip that got like 128,000 views. All right. So it still did a few numbers. So I'm about to get straight into it. Let's break into this audio real quick. Let's play this audio. Let me make sure. Let's play this audio real quick. The whole entertainment industry. Yeah, and keep Atlanta. A lot of Atlanta. A lot of people say Atlanta is Black Hollywood. It is. That's why I say movies. That's why I gave the mother. And none of the street ever say anything about the gay. You notice? He said Atlanta is the Black Hollywood. That's why it's gay. That's why it's gayer than the MF. And none of the street dudes say anything about the gay dudes. That right there is a big one, people. That's a big one. You know why it's a big one? Hold on, let me slide my thing over a little bit more. You know why it's a big one? Because any real men not about to let a whole bunch of gay dudes take over their town. And in Atlanta, the men don't run Atlanta. The gay men, I can't call them gay men, that's an oxymoron. The men don't run Atlanta. The gay dudes run Atlanta. And that's the reason why you don't hear none of these Atlanta rappers, none of these Atlanta whoever people. You don't never hear them speak on or talk about the gays running Atlanta. Man, it's almost like to say it is forbidden. To say it is forbidden. I'm I'm a 4-year resident in Atlanta. This is my 4th year. Literally my 4th year right now. And I can honestly say the men do not run Atlanta. You know who run Atlanta? The gay dudes and the broads. The gay dudes and the broads run Atlanta. The men, real men, right now they either staying inside or they done moved. I got a theory why. Man, listen, my theory is this, bro. And I'm gonna maintain this theory. I've been telling people this theory, but I believe, as a New Orleanian, I believe New Orleans is the reason why Atlanta has fallen from grace. New Orleans is the reason why Atlanta has fallen from grace, and I'll explain that to you. There's Atlanta before Katrina, and there is Atlanta after Katrina. Log that into your brain. There is Atlanta before Katrina, and then there's Atlanta after Katrina. The Atlanta after Katrina gave gave way to the killer instinct. T.I. had said it in that song that the dudes from New Orleans came over for Katrina, and everybody had to switch their game up because niggas from New Orleans is unalivers. That's what they listen. Just like when you go into Atlanta used to be a player, pimp, hustler city, right? And getting money, player, pimping, hustling, that was the go time for Atlanta. But when Katrina happened, bro, a whole bunch of unalivers, a whole bunch of cutthroaters, a whole bunch of New Orleanian potty time. My bad, y'all. I got them on the schedule. It's potty time. But a whole bunch of New Orleanian vermin. Nigga, I'm from New Orleans. I know what come with us. A whole bunch of New Orleanian vermin came here, and it's been going downhill ever since. It's been going downhill ever since Katrina, bro. Ever since the Atlanta people adopted the it was cool as long as they was fans and New Orleans was over here and Atlanta was over here, and the only time they met was in the Georgia Dome for the Atlanta versus Saints, for the Falcons versus Saints rivalry. It was cool. But when New Orleans had to move here, that's what happened. Look at Texas, Mississippi, uh, Georgia, and other places that got flooded with Katrina, with the Katrina people, bro. Those places haven't been the same since. Go look. Atlanta is a bunch of Atlanta is a bunch of Wayne clones. Why? Because Atlanta is a bunch of Future clones, and Future is a Wayne clone. Understand that? Atlanta is Cash Money clones. Atlanta is New Orleans clones, bro. Why? Because New Orleans came over here, and New Orleans imbued it with that murder, death, kill culture that we have, bro. We have a murder, death, kill culture where you ain't nobody until you smoke somebody, where you ain't nobody until you turn somebody into a pack, where unaliving is the currency in New Orleans. Man, unaliving, the unalivers in New Orleans get more respect than the dudes who make money. The unalivers in New Orleans get more respect than the dudes who are doing all of the other stuff. If you are a unaliver, you got more respect in New Orleans than any other thing. And that don't last long because like attracts like. And when you unaliving people, unaliving will come upon your doorstep. So understand, and that's number one, right? But number two, New Orleans was the first place to what? Sanction gay marriage. We the ones that got Big Frida the Dick Eater, you better believe it, and all of the gay rappers in the open in New Orleans. Go, y'all don't know y'all history? Y'all don't know y'all history? The Decadence Festival, the Decadence Parade, where all the gays come from all over the world. They gather in New Orleans, and New Orleans turns into Sodom and Gomorrah for decadence. Y'all didn't know that? I mean, they got decadence everywhere, but in New Orleans, it turns into the gay Mardi Gras. Real niggas gotta stay inside. Unless you slinging that yeah, or unless you slinging some woo, you gonna make a whole gang of money. You feel what I'm saying? But we got the gay rappers, and we've been having gay rappers like since before gay rappers coming in the open was a thing. And then Katrina hit, and we flooded Atlanta, we flooded Texas with all of that toxicity, bro. And those two places have fallen from grace. Houston ain't what it used to be. Dallas ain't what it used to be. Atlanta ain't what it used to be. None of these places are what they used to be. That's the two main places that New Orleanians went to: Atlanta, Houston, Dallas. Really, Atlanta and Houston. Atlanta and Houston. Atlanta and Houston. That's where the main places where the Katrina victims went. And you go look at Houston before Katrina and look at Houston after Katrina. Go look at Atlanta before Katrina and go look at Atlanta after Katrina, and you'll see. Oh damn, chakra doctor, right? They have fallen from grace. Let me see. Somebody said Katrina changed the whole South. Hey, another place that New Orleans people went. They went to Tennessee. They went to Memphis. Go look at Memphis before Katrina, and go look at Memphis after Katrina, and you'll see it's a two. That New Orleans murder, death, kill culture spread across. It spread across. Hold on. Somebody else said something. What's happening, gang? What's good? What's popping with it? You feel what I'm saying? So he not lying right here. Let's get to else what he talking about. He said, so Charleston White said, hey, ain't none of that. Why you think don't none of the dudes in Atlanta speak out against all of the punk shit that's going on in Atlanta? I don't know. Let's see why. No street ever called nobody gay in Atlanta, but they call them a snitch. No street dudes ever call nobody. It's almost a crime to call for heterosexual males to speak and call homosexuality what it is, punk shit. See, in New Orleans, at least we know, hey, look, you got the men over here And the men and the punks don't get involved in our street shit. You ain't gonna see no punks involved in New Orleans street shit. There's no such thing as a punk running around with the Glock and that Dickie on that bitch. That Dickie fit. You ain't gonna see, oh, I got the Glock in the. Nah, there ain't no such thing as punks running around New Orleans doing gangster shit. That's completely unacceptable. You ain't gonna see no street nigga in New Orleans wearing no dress talking about hold on, y'all. You ain't gonna see no street dude in New Orleans wearing a dress talking about he a gangster. You're not gonna be able to see it in New Orleans, bro. So at least in New Orleans, the punks stay in their lane with the females, and the dudes who in the streets, they doing their street thing. A lot of punks done got unalive for doing punk stuff in the streets in New Orleans, right? But over here in Atlanta, it's like it all blended together. You can see punks in the streets. You can see punks kicking it with street dudes. And it's like, and what? Like they're like some, I call it neutral rats. They'll snitch on you, they'll kill you and suck some dick at the same time. That's neutral rats. They neutral rats out here. Uh and that's just looking, man. Look, hey, why you don't think 21 Savage, why you don't think Rollo and all Future, none of it, no, don't nobody say nothing about the gays in Atlanta, bro. You never found that weird, you never found that strange. None of them. None of them. It's like they're afraid to talk about it. It's like they're afraid to speak on it. It's like the street dudes here, it's like the heterosexual men and the street dudes here are afraid of the punks. That's what it's like here. I promise you. You go out and it's like the punks get all the respect. Street dude, like, it's like, and then look, it's like the females here, they don't like you if you are like a real man, heterosexual man. They don't like you unless you on some funny shit, bro. You got to be on some beta male weak stuff for the females out here in Atlanta to like you, bro. Real talk, real speech. So I'm not, hey, I can't, and this is just my 4-year experience. I don't know about before and after and all that. I just know about my 4 years that I've been here, bro, and what I've witnessed. The females don't like real street. I ain't talking about street dudes. The females just don't like real men. You gotta have some type of flaw in your manhood in order for the females here to like you. The punks and the DL niggas get all of the respect. That's why you don't talk about the Asian skyrocketing in Atlanta. Of course the Asian skyrocketing in Atlanta. Y'all all messing, the females are all having sex with punks. The females having sex with punks, bro. Beta male, that's punkism. You a beta male? That's a punkism, man. That's a punk right there. What are you talking about? A beta male go to jail, he's gonna get his backside blown out. He's gonna get his fat box rocked if he goes to jail. Then I had a little partner that went to jail. I had a little partner that went to jail in Atlanta. And he said, man, the jail is filled with nothing but gay gangsters. What you talking about? These niggas will jump you, crowd you, beat you up, stab you, unalive you, do all this crazy shit, and then at nighttime, they all in the cell with each other sucking you know what. They all in the cell with each other at night, sucking you know what. And then they come home and bring all of that mixing and mingling and all of that bull crap to the females. And the females just gun ho with it, man. I remember one time, I had an experience where I was meeting this broad, and meeting the broad, she had asked me, are you open with your sexuality? I was like, hell no, I ain't open with no sexuality. I'm a grown ass man. You can't play with my ass. You can't do none of that. Ooh. And she was like, oh, yeah, I don't deal with your type. I forgot what they call, I forgot what the ubiquitous community calls heterosexual real men now. But she had called me whatever the ubiquitous community calls heterosexual real men. And I was like, yeah, I'm one of them. You can't. And it was like, she didn't want to deal with me unless I was willing to let her play with my backside, bro. And this was a female. This was a female. Like a fine, sexy female. And it was like, whoa. And then when you encounter the female, if you're a real man and you out here and you encountering females, guess what? If they see that you are a real man, They're gonna have a little up. They're gonna have a little uppity, up nose disdain at you, bro. I promise you, it's mind boggling. It's mind boggling. The fact that all of these Atlanta dudes that living out here, I know they got some heterosexual males out here. I know everybody, all the dudes in Atlanta ain't gay, but the fact that none of the heterosexual males speak out against all of this all of this flaw, right? The fact, and then you got the female talking about all the dudes in Atlanta are gay, but y'all niggas, y'all the ones that's condoning it. Y'all the ones that got the gay friends. And then, you ready? Here's the kicker. The gay dudes is doing gangster shit out here. You can catch the gay dudes slinging dope. You can catch the gay dudes toting a 40. You can catch the gay dudes doing doing all kind of gangster stuff. And the heterosexual dudes, it's like they went inside, like they non-existent. And I don't know what happened. It's like they all went to jail. I don't know what happened to them, bro. But let's keep going. When they get mad at each other, they'll say things like, "Man, Rollo had so much for me, so he did." That's true. They'll call this one a snitch. They'll call that one a snitch. They'll call woo woo. They'll never speak out on the gay, but when they get mad at each other, then they start outing each other. Oh yeah, he was taking it up the backside. Oh yeah, he was sucking a little peen. Oh yeah, what's going on? This is why y'all falling. Because y'all try to adopt a culture that was never meant for y'all. The New Orleans culture was never meant for y'all to adopt. The New Orleans culture was meant for y'all to admire and accept. But it was never meant for y'all to adopt it because y'all don't come from the trenches that New Orleans come from, bro. New Orleans trenches is not even a trench. New Orleans trenches is the sewer. Man, can't even call it the gutter, the trash. New Orleans is the bottom of the crocodile pit, my nigga. You gotta understand that murder is the currency in New Orleans, not in Atlanta. Coochie is the currency in Atlanta. Coochie is the currency. Drug money, women, all the party and the bull crap. That's the currency in Atlanta. When y'all and listen, and you can go look at Atlanta before Young Thug rose to fame. Who brought Young Thug to fame? New Orleans niggas. What he had to do? He wore a dress. The fact that the culture in Atlanta let Young Thug wear a dress and still be considered a gangster lets you know how flawed the men are here. Because, you ready? If Lil Boosie from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, we ain't gonna even talk about New Orleans. If Lil Boosie wears a dress, Lil Boosie career is over with. He can't ever go back to Baton Rouge. They're gonna unalive him. If y'all talk about Lil Wayne and Baby kissing and all that, and they let it slide, but if Lil Wayne or Baby wears a dress and comes out wearing a dress with fingernail polish with fingernails like Young Pharaoh, not only are their career over with, there will be street elements seeking to unalive them if they ever step foot in the streets of New Orleans. If you go to Texas and Houston and let what his name is, Slim Thug, let Chameleonaire, let Paul Wall, let you know, who was his name is, let Mo 3 or Yellow Beezy or Trap Boy Freddy, let any one of them dudes come out and wear a dress. Their career is over with in the streets of Houston, in the streets of Dallas. You go to Chicago, let Lil Durk wear a dress. His career is over with in Chicago. The OG's gonna say, you step foot in Chicago, we seeking you, and we destroying you. You go to LA, let The Game, let Nip, let Kendrick Lamar or any one of them just come out and wear a dress on their album like Young Thug did, and they will not survive. Go to New York, it's different. They can do little feminine stuff and get away with it out there. New York and Atlanta is the two places where them dudes go to Miami, go to Florida, and let Rick Ross or let one of them big Florida let Rick Ross Rod Wave or any one of the dudes from Miami wear a dress on their album cover, and watch how not only that their career tumbles into the ground, but they will not be able to set foot in the streets of where they from. Every other where you go, where gangsters roam, these dudes, this was what happened if these dudes would have wore a dress. Not Atlanta. Oh no, they let Young Thug yuck mouth ass. Remember when Young Thug teeth was all messed up? Huh? He got him some veneers and went crazy, huh? He got him some veneers and went crazy. And all these dudes, I'm talking about the Lil Babies. Come on, Lil Baby had the punk. Lil Baby was at Mike Rubin party, letting the punk. They gave him a Oreo, a reverse Oreo sandwich. They reverse Oreo sandwich Lil Baby, bro. Y'all don't remember? And ever since that Mike Rubin party, Lil Baby's career went down. Go look. Go look. All of them either got exposed as rats or punks or both. Look at Gucci Man. They're the number one poster child for gangsters in Atlanta. The only two left is who? Quavo and Future. Quavo, Offset, and Future, I think, is the only three Atlanta dudes left that hasn't been outed as a snitch or gay. Think about Lil Harold, but he a new dude. Lil Harold, them. And I'm not talking about the old school Atlanta, like the T.I.s, the T.I.s, the Luders, the Outcasts, the Goody Mob. None of them. Nah. They the ones. They the ones. I don't know what happened. I don't know how they let it slip out their hands. They so Atlanta. Look, they so Atlanta and so tied into being Atlanteans that they forgot manhood comes before being an Atlantean, homie. Manhood comes before being where you from, my nigga. And what happened is they literally let that punk shit from New Orleans take over their city, bro. Let's go, Charleston.
What? Man, come on. You been over there in this law. But you never hear nobody from Atlanta bashing a download. They don't even speak against it.
You never hear a dude from Atlanta bashing a gay nigga. You never hear a dude from Atlanta bashing a down low nigga. They don't never speak against it. That's how you know they weak, bro. And I'm telling you, bro, I'll be out. Look, I'll be outside and I go straight back inside. Why? Because, bro, it makes my skin crawl sometime, bro. It makes my skin crawl sometime, bro. I'll be out and about in the ATL, bro, and it'd be so many punks, so many DL dudes, so many females that condone it. So many. It's an infestation like no other. It's an infestation like no other. And I thought my city had punks. No. In my city, in New Orleans, the punks stay in a lane. You don't see the punks mingling with regular dudes in New Orleans. Nah. You don't see the punk hanging on a block in New Orleans, kicking it. The punk ain't on the block in New Orleans kicking it with the regular dudes. You'll see that in the A. In the ATL, the punk on the block kicking it with the regular dude. The punk smoking the regular dude smoking blunts with the punk. Or the DL nigga. The nigga that's rumored to be DL. Yeah, now I'm not saying that's everywhere. There's always exception to the rule. I'm just saying for the majority, most part, when you riding around and out and about in Atlanta, you're gonna see more females and punks than heterosexual dudes. And the heterosexual dudes you do see, they are docile, beta male, dressed raggedy. That's another thing. That lets you know that Atlanta. I don't know if this is just a 2026, a 2026 young people haven't been taught thing, or an Atlanta thing. But in my experience, a lot of people out here, their hygiene is not up to par, bro. Their hygiene is not up to par. They all wearing bonnets and pajamas or slippers and Crocs. They all dressing raggedy. It's baffling me. It's blowing my mind. It's blowing my mind, bro. This is the place where a person used to come to dress fly, get money, do all kind of stuff, bro. Do all kinds of stuff. And It's crazy. But Charleston White said it, and I'm just commenting on it. Let's go.
Because all you have laying out the watch it, man. So you don't never see them watch it women.
You don't never, hey, you don't never see an ATL dude with a bunch of women, bro. Why, bro? Where are all the dudes out here that get broad? You can't even really get no broads no more, man. The disease rate done rolled so high. Why? Why has y'all wonder why Atlanta disease rate has risen so high? Because they are fully integrated with the punks. And you know them punks carrying. You know they carrying, bro. You know they carrying, man. Them boys is carrying. Them boys is carrying. And you know what it's like? It's like a lot of them done gave up on life out here, bro. All right, it's summertime, right? The average Atlantean, you will see them in long sleeve hoodies, all black. They wear all black. They all, this is the average person you see in Atlanta. The average female, she gonna have on some pajamas or something super high revealing with bonnet on, or she gonna have on some sweats and a sweats and a t-shirt. Sweats and a t-shirt, and the only time you're gonna see him pop out is at night at the club dressing slutty. That's the average female. The average dude, you're gonna catch him with a bonnet on as well. You're gonna catch him in pajamas, or they're gonna be wearing all black with the all black hoodies in the summertime, bro. In the summertime, you are seeing Atlanta dudes, Atlanta females wearing, like, it's like they gave up on life out here. It's like they gave up on life out here. The only place where you're gonna see dudes, I'm talking about even the dudes that got money. You'll see a nigga pull up in a Bentley. How about the Bentley with some pajamas and a bonnet on? Yeah, they doing that out here, man. They doing that out here, bro. Uh, somebody said, bro, Atlanta like this because niggas not from these niggas from Atlanta. These out of time. Man, nah, nigga. Nah, no, that ain't. No, I'm out here. I'm out here, bro. I'm out here. The majority of them dudes ain't from no out of town. The majority of them dudes a lot of them dudes is from here. Punked out. It was like they was waiting on, it was like New Orleans gave them the go pass to be free to be free. A lot of the dudes you see out here, because when I'm talking about see out here, I'm not talking about going to the grocery store. I'm talking about if you hit the hood, ain't no out of towners in the bluff. Ain't no out of towners in zone 6. Ain't no out of towners in zone 3. What are you talking about, man? I'm out here. I'm out here. I live out here. Man, fuck what a nigga talking about, man. What you talking about? And this is what I'm saying. And if that is other niggas that's from out here, why ain't the men out here doing something about it or saying something about it or speaking against it? Lil Baby ain't speaking against it. 21 Savage ain't speaking against it. Young Thug ain't speaking against it. Y'all, all of them with it. So all right. So let's say for the sake of argument, you're right that the majority of these dudes out here that's portraying that DL punk life ain't from out here. What the real men in Atlanta doing about it? There's no way that a whole bunch of punks from out of town could come to New Orleans and punk out the city of New Orleans and the real men just follow through. And it's like, oh, New Orleans full of punk and DL niggas now. Nah, you can't do that. You can't do that. You're gonna get unalived. You're gonna get unalived. If you go to any other place and try to overtake the place with the punk stuff, the men in that place are going to rise up and it's going to fail. Atlanta is the only place where it succeeded. I call Atlanta one big ass experiment because they experiment on Atlanta. They don't even talk about the bigger, greater conspiracy, how they experiment on Atlanta with the food, how they experimenting on Atlanta with the entertainment, how they experimenting on the Atlanteans. And y'all saying it's all these people from all the other places. And all right, let's say that it's all these people from all the other places. What are the Atlanteans doing about all of this punk shit? Nothing. Don't none of the rappers speak out against it. Don't none of the gangsters speak out against it. What they doing? They going along to get along, minding their business. They going along, get along, minding their business. Ain't nobody in the A, I'm talking about the men. T.I. ain't say nothing. Outkast ain't say nothing. Goody Mob ain't saying nothing. Uh, 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 who? Ludacris ain't saying nothing. Uh, none of the Killer Mike. I thought I would at least think Killer Mike would have said something. Killer Mike not saying nothing. Um, Bone Crusher ain't saying nothing. Well, who I'm missing? Who I'm missing? Who I'm missing? Ain't none of them saying nothing. Don't none of the real men in Atlanta speak out against the punk shit. Don't none of the real men in Atlanta speak out against the DL shit. The real men in Atlanta let that bullshit ride. And I'm telling you, you couldn't go to Chicago and do that. You can't go to New Orleans and do that. You can't go to Houston and do that. You can't go to Miami and do that. You can't go to Memphis and do that. You can't go to LA and do that. You can't go to New York and do that. You can't go to Philly and do that. Atlanta is the only place where the niggas let it slide. That's what I'm telling you. True, we let it pass. I'm telling you. So if it is, and the reason why they let it pass, bro, and man, look, a big banks ain't saying nothing about it. Come on, who? None of the Atlanta movers and shit. Ray Daniels ain't saying nothing about it. You feel me? Listen, they got real niggas everywhere. I'm not saying that they ain't got no real niggas in the A. You feel me? I'm not saying that. I'm saying for the most part, the A is run by the punks and the females and the dudes. If you are a real man in Atlanta, the females are not interested in you like that, bro. If you a real man that stand on business and you a real man, you ain't with all that funny stuff and all that crazy stuff, and you real man and you stand on business, that's a turn off to the average female in Atlanta. You don't like your booty ate? Oh, you don't like your butt played with? You don't like letting your woman do whatever, however, whenever, wherever? You a turn off. You a turn off, man. Why you think they tell you don't come to Atlanta looking for no love? Don't come to Atlanta looking for love, man. Come get your money up. That's what I came and did. I came to Atlanta, I got my money up, man. Man, y'all want to get healthy? Get you some superfood oil, get you some superfood tea, you dig what I'm saying, and get healthy, bro. Atlanta need to get healthy, bro. Because it's too much. They tell you too much of anything is not a good thing. I grew up here, and I do believe that Atlanta is an experiment city. Yeah, bro. Atlanta is ground zero experiment city against black people, bro. They doing so many experiments on the Atlantean black people, whether you from here or whether you're not from here. The people in Atlanta, if you are the average person in Atlanta and you just going on about life, like, hey, I live in Atlanta and life is cool, they experimenting on you. You don't even know it. They experimenting on you in so many ways, bro. I see it. Oh, you know another thing Atlanta on? Atlanta on super demon time. They on super demon time. The average person in Atlanta is practicing some type of sorcery and magic. Some type of sorcery and magic the average person in Atlanta is practicing. ATL. ATL is the new gay mafia. Hey, grabber boy vibes. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. I told you my little partner went to jail. My little partner went to jail in Atlanta. This what he said. This what he said. This what I'm trying to tell you. It's the Atlanta dudes. He went to jail in Atlanta. I said, how was the jail in Atlanta? He said, it's full of gay gangsters. I said, what you mean, gay gangsters? He said, he was on one tier. He was on one tier, and the young dudes, they'll beat you up, they'll crowd you, they'll stab you, they'll unalive you, they'll steal from you, they'll do all of this gang shit, and then at night when it's time to close them doors, all them niggas in their cell doing the punk shit. All of them in their cell doing the punk stuff. And then, not only will they kill you, snitch on you, rat on you, unalive you, but after they do all that, they in the cell doing the gay stuff. He said, I just stayed in my lane, homie. I just stayed in my lane. I already knew I was getting out. I'm not. I just stayed in my lane. I stayed in my cell most of the time. I'm like, that's what I would have did, nigga. I would have stayed in my cell. I'm not coming out to watch no TV. I'm not coming out to kick it. None of that shit, man. You niggas, man, look, I'm staying inside. I'm not even trying to order that much commissary. I'll be damned if a whole bunch of gay gangsters crowd me for my for my lockbox. You crazy? I'm acting like I'm broke in that bitch, man. Oh damn, man. You know what that'll do to my manhood if a whole bunch of if a whole bunch of punk gangsters jumped me and took me? Man, you crazy, boy. Crazy. You crazy, nigga. Wait a minute, Charleston.
No. No. So that's why Thug was so comfortable. Yeah, so let me stick to the question. I've been sitting back in Atlanta since the Dewberry and Big Banks interview. It did nothing. It did nothing.
He talking about the Dewberry. He talking about the Big Bang interview that they did for Damage Control after 6ix9ine had embarrassed had embarrassed Big Banks on the snitching on the snitching in Atlanta thing. It's like, I'm telling you, bro. It's like they got this. It's like it's like Atlanta is one big cult where they can't speak on the snitching, and well, another Atlanta nigga can't speak on another Atlanta nigga. That's what it's like. That's what it's like. Oh man, you lost me, man. I'm glad you found me again too, bro. That's what it's like. It's like Atlanta is like this. It's this unwritten rule, this unspoken code where Atlanta people can't speak on other Atlanta people, no matter what they doing. And it has brought and this is why Atlanta is finished. Come on, man. All of Atlanta's pride people have fallen from grace. I'm talking about like this. You already know Chakra Doctor and his algorithms was at work, but you know, it wasn't to make Atlanta niggas fall from grace. It was just to expose the truth wherever I'm at. I'm a truther. And the truth, and my tatted on my chest. And my yacht gotta let her wings spread wherever she at, bro. Wherever she at, you know I come in the name of the goddess. But the majority of people in Atlanta practice Ifa, which is magic. Okay. The majority of people, a lot of people in Atlanta practice Satanism, Freemasonry, Eastern Stars, uh, secret society this, secret society that. And you already know them secret societies filled with them punks. You already know them secret societies is filled with them punks. So wherever you see a lot of punk activity, understand there's a lot of secret society, Greek, Greco-Roman secret society shit going on. What are you talking about? Soon as a motherfucker talk about, oh, I'm a Mason, oh shit, you automatically on a suspect list for being a punk. Or you sacrificed your mom, or you unalived your baby, or did something crazy. I remember one of my little partners from New Orleans was like, bitch, I'm about to go to Atlanta, or break down live on Marvel movies. They got a lot of demonic and sorcery shit. Yeah, oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, man. I had a little partner. I had a little partner, you heard me? He was like, bitch, they giving you $10,000 per baby in Atlanta. I'm like, huh? It's funny you talking about this. I've been seeing a lot of putting people in jars and destiny swapping talk on social media. They do that in Atlanta, man. Why you think I stay on my magic shit in the open? I practice magic in the open. I've been practicing my magic in the open. I'm never gonna stop practicing my magic in the open because I come in the name of the goddess. I'm an open society. I am not a secret society, nigga. My power and strength lies in going against the grain of secrets. So you ain't never got to worry about me going along to get along with the MF and secret. Nah, man. The secret is out when it comes to the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine. The secret is out when it comes to Mother Nature. Mother Nature ain't no secret. See, when I go outside, the sun ain't no secret. The moon ain't no secret. The grass, the trees, the birds, and the bees ain't no secret. The rain ain't no secret. The wind ain't no secret. The water ain't no secret. That's my society right there. Nature. Meta neta. You understand? So you ain't never got to worry about me. The only destiny I want to swap. I want to swap destinies with the trees. I want to swap destinies. I want to swap destinies with the trees and the plants, because they get to live forever if they don't. If a human being don't cut it down. You feel what I'm saying? But I digress. Let me get back to what I was saying.
Then I see you go over Woody. Did nothing. Nothing. He's gonna do something now. I'm showing them.
Bro, he talking about Lil Woody. When I seen that happen with Lil Woody, I'm like, bro, where are the real Atlanta dudes and why they not speaking out again? Everybody in Atlanta shook and scared of Lil Woody. If Lil Woody was a New Orleanian, if Lil Woody lived in New Orleans, Lil Woody would already be unalived. He would not be, or he either already be unalived or he'd be to move to another state. Nobody in New Orleans could do what Lil Woody did and still be living. You see the difference with the street culture and everywhere else versus Atlanta? The street culture is imbued and ingrained and tied at the hip with homosexuality. Okay?
My power. I can wake up any day and make it rain in Black America. I'm a god to you. Wow. I control your soul, mind, will, emotion. You listen to what I say, and I can generate your day.
Now look, he talking magic right there, but I'm not gonna even get into it. You heard what he said though. He said, I'm like a god to you niggas. I can say something and it's gonna generate your day. It didn't generate my day, but I understand where he coming from. If Charleston White say something on the internet, a lot of these motherfuckers gonna take it as law. A lot of motherfuckers gonna take it as facts. When in actuality, he just saying something to get some likes and clicks so he can stay alive on the internet. You understand? He ain't got no, he don't got no real say on, outside of the black world. Outside of the black world, ain't no white people listening to Charleston White like that. Ain't no white people. You ain't never seen the only white people listening to Charleston White are the young white people that follow the Aiden Rosses of the world. Why is somebody as old as Charleston White kicking it with Aiden Ross? Why is somebody as old as Charleston White kicking it with somebody like Neon? Think about it. That's the only place where that shit matters at, and a place where minds are undeveloped. Ain't no grown man watching no Aiden Ross. Ain't no grown man watching no Kai Snot. Ain't no grown man watching no streamer, dog. That's undeveloped minds that's watch streamers. Think about that. Undeveloped minds watch streamers, bro. Think about that, bro. When your mind is undeveloped, only an undeveloped mind is watching a 20-something-year-old do crazy stuff on the internet. That's what Charleston White matter at, what undeveloped minds matter at. He doesn't matter. Charleston White does not matter where developed minds exist. Where developed minds exist, Charleston White is a non-factor. So understand that. When he's talking about he like a god to you dudes, he like a god to the internet, da-da-da-da-da, he controls souls, he is talking about youth. He is not talking about people who have experience and discernment. He's not talking about them. Okay?
I'm having a good day. If I ain't going good, I'm gonna bring the sunlight out for you. Let me have some kind of feeling about something. I make it pop. Just right now, right now. They talk about it, and I call Ray Daniels. Shout out to my nigga Ray Daniels.
Hold on, I'm fast forward.
He said something, but you can't know anything. I know what the poke is with the truth. I've been buddy with Atlanta. I've been buddy with Atlanta. And I've just been taking it out on individuals. But I don't like Atlanta. I like Atlanta life with the people I've met. Atlanta's not a friendly place to grow. There are uppity black people that think they better, but it's no better than nobody else. Why?
Woo! Wait, gotta speak on that. That's Atlanta to the T. The people in Atlanta are uppity. They act uppity. They act like they shit don't stink. They act, man, listen, bro. They act like, this is why Atlanta is spinning. This is why they got a downfall, bro. Because they act like they're better than when they're not. They act like they better than this. They act like they better than that. They act like they do this. They act like they do that when it's really not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be, hey, look, when you come to Atlanta, you feel me? It's love. But it ain't no love in the heart of the cities of Atlanta. I'm telling you, man, 4 years I've been here, man. The people, the people here have an attitude like I'm talking about you could just meet a person. They got an attitude like you did them something. You feel me? I don't know if it's because of the money. I don't know if it's because they feel a way about all these out of towners moving here. I don't know what it is. But if I was to go to Texas, when I went to Texas and Houston, it wasn't like that. It was welcoming and inviting. When I went to Memphis, it wasn't like that. It was welcoming and inviting. When I went to LA, it was welcoming and inviting. All of the different places I've been. When I went to Philadelphia, when I went to the East Coast, it was, believe it or not, it was welcoming and inviting. It was not like everybody say it is. But you go to Atlanta, it is not welcoming and inviting. It's it's very standoffish. It's and you know the trip part about it that like blows my mind. You'll see a bunch of people from here that's not here balling out here, but the people that's from here not balling out here. They complaining, they moaning, they bitching. They're not taking advantage of their own city. The people from Atlanta don't even take advantage of their own city. Everybody else come to Atlanta so they can get some money and come up, and they get some money and come up. But the people from Atlanta don't get money and come up. This is baffling to me, bro. This is baffling to me. This is the only place where you're going to see this at. I'll say it once again. People from all over the United States, black people, white people too. That's a whole nother world with the white people. And the white people and the Indian people, the white people and the Indian people and the Hispanic people, oh, they living good. It's just the niggas. It's just the dudes. It's just the Negroes. It's just the Negroes. I promise you. But you'll see a whole bunch of black people come to Atlanta so that they can come up and be financially, think about it, man. Like I told you before, Atlanta is the place where a black person could come and go from nothing to something out here, right? But the black people from Atlanta that's from out here, they not doing that. And it's baffling me. I don't know why. I don't know why. But then I started meeting the people out here and I see why. Why they so negative. Man, they so uppity. Look, they go along to get along. They let punk shit run their town. They do all kinds of smile in your face and do no follow up, right? And the most part, they complain about their own city. They complain about their own city. Number one, their prices are, man, listen, I'll be out here in Atlanta. The customer service in Atlanta is horrible, bro. And the majority of people that are serving you in Atlanta are Atlanteans. And the customer service here is horrible, my dude. You go to Atlanta spot and get you something to eat. Watch how the attitude of the person that's giving you the food. That's why you think I stay on a fast? Man, I stay fasting out here in Atlanta, bro. The customer service here is horrible. And you would think that, hey, they got some spectacular food or something out here. Man, no, the food out here ain't better than Texas. The food in Atlanta is not better than Texas. Why y'all acting like y'all food is great like that? And then they got a whole bunch of eateries out here that's trying to mimic New Orleans style and they're missing the mark. Right? The most things every single place out here sell chicken wings. Every single place out here sell chicken wings. Every single place out here, bro. What are you talking about? Chicken wings is the hallmark of Atlanta eatery. You feel me? And then when you go in and you're trying to buy some stuff, right? Everybody got an attitude with you. Like, I'm telling you, it's I don't understand how everybody else that's black could come here, come up, get them a house, get them a car, get them a nice bank account, get them this, get them that. And the people that be here, work here, lived here, been here for their whole life can't do the same and are not doing the freaking same. It baffles my mind, bro. But then you look at it, oh, they letting punks run their town. Oh, the heterosexual dudes that appear to be heterosexual, they really on the DL. Oh, man, The females run their town. The females run their town and dress like anything, and the dudes just allow it. Hoes, hoes run Atlanta, homie. That's what runs Atlanta. Hoes and punks. The men don't run Atlanta. That's why Atlanta the way it is right now. If the men stepped up and ran Atlanta, it wouldn't be nothing you could do about it. Because when a man does something, you can't stop what a man doing. Let no man stop what God has put asunder. And we already know that black man is God. So, but when you out here and you in the city, and I be in the city, I'll be ripping and running through this joint. I done seen the Buckheads to the Sandy Springs to the Dunwoodies to the Mariettas to the Alpharettas, you understand, to the Brookhavens, to the West Side, East Side, all of the zones, Union City, Fayetteville, you name a spot I ain't been in out here. It's the same temperature with the locals. The locals are humbuggish, and everybody else that's not from here is like, wow, I'm happy to be in Atlanta. That's what it's like. I don't know why. But the locals out here, and the locals out here, and they got a lot of foreigners out here too, though. And the foreigners, man, they doing an experiment on them, bro. Every single corner store is filled with a foreign face, and they're experimenting on the food, giving these black people the food, experimenting on their blunts, experimenting on their nicotine, experimenting, and black people is just, and the black Atlanteans is just spending money, spending money. You wonder why the main thick of Atlanta culture can't come up and rise up and get wealthy, because y'all giving all y'all money to the Arab, y'all giving all y'all money to the Indian, y'all giving all y'all money to the Asian, y'all giving all y'all money to the Hispanics, y'all giving all y'all money to the Africans, y'all giving all y'all money to everybody that ain't from here. And talking about it ain't us, it's everybody that's from here. But wait a minute. What y'all doing about that? I believe we be out of alignment where we, hold on, let me see. I believe we be out of alignment where we prosper for sure. Man, well, I look at it like this. Anytime you have go look at any place where gays run the town, and you will see that the rest of the population is out of alignment. Go look at San Francisco. Huh? Gays run the town there. Go look at LA, Hollywood. Gays run the town there. Look how off the people are. Go look at Atlanta. Gays run the town there. Look at how off the people are. Anywhere you go where gays run the town, you'll see that the rest of the population is off. They ain't right. They ain't sitting right. It ain't sitting right. Go look. Why you think I got out of why you think I got out of New Orleans? Because even though gays don't run the town, they have a big influence on the town of New Orleans. And you'll see the rest of the New Orleanians are off. New Orleans is off. Why? Because we let gays influence our town. Period, bro. Period, bro. And I'm not afraid to speak. I mean, I'm in penitentiary rules in effect when it comes to me and talking about punk shit. Man, I can speak on them punks, man, and I ain't worrying about what no punk gonna do me. I ain't worrying about what no punk gonna say to me. I ain't worrying about what no female got to say. I ain't worrying about what no nigga got to say, no cracker got to say. I ain't worrying about what nobody got to say. Why? Because I'm backed by the goddess, bro. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Who got to say? What the goddess got to say about me? What the great mother got to say about me? What Mother Nature got to say about me? That's the only relationship that matters to me. My relationship with the goddess, my relationship with Mother Nature, my relationship with the great mother. That's the only thing that mattered to me. That's the only thing that mattered to me, bro. Everything else don't mean nothing. Let's go, Charleston.
Ain't the gay capital of the world. And you niggas really submit to gayism.
Bruh, I just said that. Niggas in Atlanta really they've submitted to the gayism, bro. The gays, Atlanta is the gay capital of the world. It's the AIDS capital of the world. It's the gay capital of the world, the STD capital of the world. It's the rich black capital of the world, too, though. Think about that. It's the gay capital of the world, the STD capital of the world, but at the same time, guess what? It has the most wealthiest blacks than any other state in the United States. Atlanta has the most wealthiest blacks I've ever seen. Black people run the town of Atlanta. I've never seen this many wealthy blacks in my entire life. The average black person has a $450,000 home in Atlanta. The average black person has a $450,000 home in Atlanta. Right now, I live in a $500,000 house. And guess what? My neighbor is black across the whole street, black. When I for trick or treating, for Halloween, two black children knocking on my door. When I get pulled over by the police, guess what? Black police. When the police come knock on my door, there's a black person. Black, so wait a minute, let's talk about the pros. Blacks run the town here. Black people run the town in Atlanta. But I have to admit that there is a big con that come with that. And that big con is what Charleston White just said. The entire Atlanta has submitted to gayism. Has to admit it. The entire Atlanta has become the black Sodom and Gomorrah, homie. And it used to be the place where a person could come, have fun, and you still could come and have fun and do your thing. But you better have you some money. Let you don't have no money out here, they're gonna treat you like you the vermin. Even if you got you some money out here, they still gonna have a little attitude with you, but they're gonna deal with you because you got you some money. Okay? But I digress.
So y'all talk tough, but y'all ain't tougher than the punks.
Ooh. Ooh, y'all ain't tougher than the punks. The punks run the town, bro. I've been through, you name it, nigga. I went to Toast on Linux one day. Whole bunch of females in that joint. Kicking it with their punk friends. Yeah. Whole bunch of females in that joint kicking it with their punk friend. And the other little young niggas is wearing bonnets. I'm telling you, they're doing something to the food because everybody out here is at least 125 to 135 pounds. All of the young niggas is 125 to 135 pounds soaking wet. They all wear all black. Everybody in Atlanta wears all. I'm talking about the locals here. You know how you can tell somebody not a local here? They know how to dress. Go and look at the average Atlantean. The average Atlantean does not know how to dress, and the average Atlantean is not keeping their hygiene up. I've been around through all the cities and all the towns. The average Atlantean is not keeping their hygiene up, and the average Atlantean does not know how to dress. If you see a person out here that know how to dress, they not from here. You see a person that got some swag and they swagging out, they not from here. The people from here is like they went and became recluse, and all they wear is all black with hoodies on, and Crocs and slippers. All black hoodies, Crocs and slippers, and then they're not even no fresh all black hoodies, Crocs and slippers. It's like shit that you can tell they've been wearing that shit for years or something, right? You can see the average. They doing the experiment, bro. I don't know what it is, but it's a big experiment going on to the black people against the black people in Atlanta, bro. I'm gonna get to the bottom of it though, and they mess up, man, and the children and all of that stuff go missing out here, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy.
And if you got 10 niggas in your crew in Atlanta, 4 is openly gay, and y'all know it.
You're not lying. You see a crowd about 10, 11, 12, 13 niggas, 2, 3, 4 of them niggas. I'm talking about what it's heterosexual dudes, and they got about 2, 3, 4 gay niggas in the crew. I don't know. And it baffles me. It baffles me.
But y'all will keep these secrets and think y'all can still rap and play street and push the street culture. Well, this is why they're so strict, because sleeping with boys go with the street culture. You have to go.
Sleeping with boys go with their street culture. I guess this is why they don't speak out on it. Because if they speak out on it, they know one of them dudes and one of them boys gonna come out and tell them, what you talking about? Because Lil Baby right now got a tranny exposing him right now. Lil Baby got a tranny exposing him. We ain't even got to speak on Thugger. He just a pot. He just a little pot belly little pig now, walking around. He looks like a fish out of water now, man. A lot of the Atlanta dudes that fell up. Man, I told you the only nigga that got sauce and the only nigga that got sauce in this joint right now is Future. Future the only Future the only Atlanta nigga that stayed away from that stayed. He ain't got no rumors of being no flaw with no gay stuff. He ain't got no rumors of being flawed with no snitch stuff, bro. That's it. Who else? If I'm missing somebody, let me know. If I'm missing somebody, let me know. Who else in Atlanta that's popping? That can sell 150,000 albums in a week. That can sell 250,000 albums in a week. They put their album out, it's gonna go number one. Who? That don't have a snitch jacket or homosexual gay jacket rumor following them.
Prison. Atlanta federal prison. Can't wait to go there. Wow. They get the prettiest punks in the world out. So when I watched these, and I started talking about everything but that, right? This is my chance because Woody said he sat in the car with Thug and Pee Wee and he talked about a transvestite. And I'm saying, why am I going back that way? Unless she like that life too. We done been through that. They not popping. Because you have these secret feelings that you told to the broad, that the broad told the same, that I won't hear. This is what can fuel that. That's why you can't build your own. You're gonna be Dewberry. Feel some kind of way. Watch out.
Hold up.
That's almost tall. Say easy, real life. 10 days to K104. You don't run to it loud.
Hold up.
Or don't know anything. I'm just born.
Oh.
So I said, you got all this around it, man. You don't run to it loud. Or don't nobody get paid for nothing.
Look, did I just tell you that? Did I tell you that everybody else that's not from here know how to get the bag out of Atlanta, but the people that is from here is like, they not getting paid. I don't know. That's why I feel like it's an experiment. That's why I feel like I blame New Orleans, man. I swear I blame New Orleans, bro. Ever since Katrina, bro, Atlanta has been running itself into the ground, keeping up with that New Orleans magic, bro. Yeah. Cause I remember Atlanta before 2005, and Atlanta was the place to be. And ever since Katrina, every year ever since Katrina it spiked up, and then around like 2010 it started down and down every year, every year, every year, every year it goes down and more down and more down and more down. And it's like, what's going on in Atlanta, man? What's going on, bro? I don't know, bro. But you know,
I was disappointed.
let me see.
So I said, show me this man. So you should go. I call you to the I can get this flat. I can get this flat. I said, come home.
Fast forwarding, that's why I can't hear.
And then you still get it. Oh, yeah. He was there related to tell Atlanta asshole. I done had more people give me say, hey man, you tell the truth. They need to hear that. They need to hear that. And I think they not hear that. This should be Miss Dale Radio to tell Atlanta new asshole. I done had more people give me say, hey man, you tell the truth. They need to hear that. They need to hear that. Atlanta think they not need to hear that. This is why they stuck on what they used to be. Y'all ain't making shit now, Atlanta. And it's coming out on some big name humping boy backs. Some big name niggas. I'm just holding back because I'm hoping it ain't true. You know?
Dang.
So I wish it would in Atlanta say something like I can't come now. Because I done told the truth on you. Why you think I don't go there no more? I spent 5 years trying to build with Atlanta. The media shit I'm doing in Miami. I took Atlanta around the country with me.
Bro, I'm telling you, no, bro. It's like beating a dead horse, man. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, bro. And the people that's not from here got more sauce than the people that is from here, and and the reason why is because the people that's from here submitted to gayism. That is definitely my take on it, bro. You know, I hope things change because this is a great place to. It is a great, bro. It is a great place to be. You know, I'm not. This is not a blanket statement. There's always exceptions to the rule, but for the most part, we're gonna say on a percentage scale, 80% of the people you run into in Atlanta is gonna be. I'm talking about the locals. I'm not talking about the people that's not from here. The people that's not from here, you'll see them. They'll strike up a conversation with you. They'll do this. They'll do that. They'll do that. They'll do this. Cause they're not from here and they're happy to be here and they're trying to get some money and they get into the bag. But for the most part, the people that are from here, they're very standoffish. They're very they got shitty attitudes, bro. And you can't get no money with a shitty attitude. You can't get no money being standoffish. They complain a lot. You can't get no money out of the city that you complaining about. Um, and all of the Atlanta locals say it's all them out of towners. It ain't us. It's all them out of towners. No, man, it is y'all. This y'all city. This y'all city. It is y'all. If this your city and you not coming up in your city, if this your city and gayism has took over your city, then it's it's the locals' fault for letting that happen. You feel me? And why? Because they ain't speak out against it. If all the think about this, if it was all out of towners, they would have been spoke out against it. That's how I know it ain't out of towners. That's how I know it's the locals. Because if it was all out of towners, they would have spoke against the gayism. But because the gayism is tightly ingrained within the fabric of the locals in Atlanta, they can't speak out about it because that's probably their cousin, they're probably their relative, they're probably somebody that they on the DL with. There's so many DL Hughleys out here. There's so many DL Hughleys out here, bro. Just the name DL Hughley is homosexual. Down low, hugely. Bruh, it's crazy, man. And I love Atlanta, man. Look at man, like I told you before, man. I came out here, man. I came up. I came out here and I came out here and I came up. Why? Because I left everybody, I kept my head down, stayed focused, and left everybody alone. I ain't trying to be no friends with nobody. I ain't trying to be no friends with nobody. Why they ain't not trying to be your friend out here, no way. Atlanta not trying to be your friend, no freaking way, boy. They ain't no, indeed, no. They ain't trying to be your friend like that. I told you the only way they trying to be your friend, uh, with everyone divided, with everyone divided, no one can agree. Yeah, everybody divided. Nobody. It's it's very tribal. It's very tribal. You know what I mean? It's very tribal. You know, zone 6 and zone 3 stick together. Zone 4, zone 4 and zone 5. You know, it's very tribal. It's very petty. The shit that's going on out here, man. You know, the average Atlantean. You know what I mean? Like I told you before, when you meet him, it makes you wonder why the attitude, why the fuck you not coming up in your own city and everybody else that's not from your city coming up? And it's because they let it's not because they let the foreigners in. Foreigners been coming to Atlanta. Foreigners been flooding Atlanta. It's not because they let the foreigners in. It's because they let the culture of the homosexuality take over the city. And they already told. Look, they tell any nigga that been to jail will tell you them punks is bad luck. Anybody that tell you, anybody that tell you, go show me a well-adjusted, balanced punk. Show me a punk that's well-adjusted, balanced, disease-free, happy-go-lucky, and 100% completely a bright aura that lights up the room. You can't find them. You can't find them. So why would you let a culture like that take over your city? Now your whole city is run. Now your whole city is run over and run by. Man, I was. That's why I say Atlanta just got to get healthy, bro. That's why I'm here, bro. I mean, I'm about to get Atlanta healthy. Don't worry about it, y'all. Don't worry about it. Chakra doctor in the MFM building, and I'm about to get Atlanta healthy again, bro. We about to get Atlanta healthy again. We about to get Atlanta on some health, bro. Because that's the only way Atlanta gonna get back to where it need to be. Y'all gotta get healthy, man. Y'all gotta leave the chicken wings alone. Leave the experiment food. Man, them Asians experimenting on y'all. Indians experimenting on y'all. All of these different places experimenting on y'all, and they experimenting on y'all through the food. And then the gas station experimenting on y'all. They experimenting on y'all through the blunts. They experimenting on y'all through the blunts. Y'all buying all these blunts from these foreign people at these gas stations. They got all that shit laced with chemicals. Hold on, he said, Doc, I'm trying to get healthy, but I've been trying to get my money right. See, that's what I'm saying. Uh, and you from here. You see, you hear a local that's from here trying to get his money right. Nigga, I've been here 4 years. I've been here 4 years. Seen nothing but success since I've been here, bro. Every year has gotten better and better and better and better and better and better and better for me in Atlanta, bro. Every year. Every year. And listen, I'm so look. Every year has gotten so better for me in Atlanta. Y'all remember when superfood oil and superfood tea used to be hundreds of dollars? Superfood oil and tea is $55 right now. $55 get you some superfood oil and tea. That's how much Atlanta has been good to me. Atlanta has been so good to me, they made me drop my price. That's how much I fuck with ATL. They made me drop my price. And even though because I fuck with ATL, listen, and because I fuck with ATL, this is why I can be honest with ATL, bro. ATL, I'm telling you, man, y'all running because y'all not collaborating with the foreigners, y'all are missing all the money. Y'all are missing all the money. Any way to get in contact? Yeah, go to my website. Matter of fact, hold on. If I'm not mistaken, let me see. Isn't it at the bottom? Hold on, let me see. Oh no, go to my website. Scroll to the bottom, and my number is at the bottom of the website. My number, the address, and all that shit is at the bottom of the website. But the locals in Atlanta, especially the hood, bro, especially the hood, man. Listen, I got, man, I got a few local hood dudes I've been dealing with in Atlanta, and I've been running, I've been shooting the shit with them, and I'm letting them know, like, bro, what's going on, bro? They're like, man, fuck all that, cuz, they on something, man, fuck all that, shorty, man, that's them, I'm gonna do me. And I'm like, bro, this is why Atlanta is going into the ground, because the men that are able to do something ain't doing nothing. They only worried about themselves. It's a doggy dog world in Atlanta. Do not come here looking for friends. They don't want to be your friend. Do not come here looking for companions. You're gonna lose in that area. You come here looking for money, there you go. You come here looking for networking and business, there you go. You got something to sell, there you go. They support you. Salute, been listening for years. Glad to see you back. Man, appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the love. OG Circle Game 30, 38, 33. I appreciate the love, man. Glad to be back. Back to the future. Glad to see me back to the future. I knew I was gonna wear this shirt for a reason. Somebody said, glad to see you back to the future. Back for the, you feel me? I'm about to start, but I'm about to heal Atlanta, bro. But before I did that, I had the algorithm had to expose the truth. And what the algorithm did by exposing the truth, it exposed all of the male that people in Atlanta look up to and expose them for who they are. Snitches and gay niggas. You're not supposed to be looking up to no snitch. You're not supposed to be looking up to no gay nigga as a man. Okay? You feel me? You're not supposed to be looking up to no snitch. You're not supposed to be looking up to no gay nigga as a man. No punkism, no gayism, no homosexualityisms. You're not supposed to be looking up to that as a man. As a man, and there's these, and remember, because the youth, you're not supposed to be looking up to no females. A lot of these dudes are man. You listen. I be out and about in Atlanta. I see a dude with his girl. He got the bonnet on just like she got the bonnet on. He got pajamas on like the bitch got pajamas on. I go and I walk and I see a dude with his girl. He following behind her. She telling him what to do. I go and walk and see a dude with his girl. She dressed She dressed like a stripper. She's dressed like a slut. She's dressed like, and guess what? And guess what? And she might not be a stripper. She might not be a slut, but she's dressed like one. But she wants you to treat her with the utmost of respect. This is the delusion. This is the delusion. You feel me? This is the delusion. Yeah, yeah, OG Circle Game. Go to my website, chakradoctor.xyz. Go to the website, chakradoctor.xyz. Scroll to the bottom. The number is at the bottom. Hit up the number, and that's how you can contact me. You can also contact me in the email. Go to scroll at the bottom, go to chakradoctor.xyz, scroll at the bottom, and you'll be able to see the email, you'll be able to see the contact number. You'll be able to see the email. Man sacrifices health for money his whole life just to take money to try to get his health back. Ooh, pressure. Hey, and this is what I that's most of the rich people I've encountered too. Most of the rich people I've encountered, they got money, but they're unhealthy because they spent all of their health getting to the money. And I'm letting them know I can shake you back. Join the Chakra Doctor regimen. Man, Chakra Doctor have you looking like the fountain of youth again, man. Chakra Doctor have you getting your fucking, and if you're already youthful, deal with Chakra Doctor, you'll keep your youth and you won't get ran into the ground. But you know, why you think I took the algorithms off my page, man? Because the vibrations is too low for people to even for it to even work for people here, bro. The vibrations is too low. Y'all got too many magicians, too many punks running y'all city. Y'all got too many females that's on some weird type of time. Too many of the men here are allowing too much of the flaw stuff to be here. And this is what's running Atlanta into the ground, bro. This is what's running Atlanta into the ground, bro. You look as if, nah. I wear a medium, bro. I wear a medium. Don't send me no large. Don't send me no XL. Nah, bro. I weigh 100. I weigh 170 pounds, homie. I weigh 170 pounds. I lost a lot of weight. I probably used to be a larger. I used to be a double XL. A lot of rich people be overly unhealthy. Hey, bro, I got a friend of mine right now. I'm trying to we trying to heal his people up. His people rich, but guess what? They're unhealthy, man. Know how to get to the money, but man, your health is your wealth. Don't make no sense to get to all that money and you're not even healthy enough to spend it. You got to leave that shit to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you used to be bigger. Yeah, you used to be bigger. You used to be way bigger, family. My bad. Yeah, you feel me? Uh, yeah, man. I had to. I had to. I had fell into a depression, man. 2022. I told y'all, man. Well, I already did the live about how my baby mama unalived my child allegedly, right? And that me losing Emerald Gold, me losing that baby sent me into a depression. And even though I was in a depression, I still just kept going. But y'all seen me in that depression. That's why my face was all inflamed. That's why I was wearing hoodies. That's why I was nice. I was big. I was all out of place and out of shape. Like, do I got my big back pictures? Oh, man, I was all. Where my big back photos at? Where my big back photos at? Big back. I had a big back, man. Look at me, man. Man, look at me, bro. I was out of man. I was out of it, bro. Hold on, here you go. I was out of it, bro. Man, I was big back central, man. Look at me, all the rolls on the nigga back. Had rolls on the nigga back. Man, I was a big back, big back. I was old big old back. I was old big old linebacker looking ass nigga, man. Oh, chunky monkey looking that deal, but man, I was out of bounds, bro. I was out of bounds, but that was me going through depression, bro. That was me going through depression, and I was eating my way through it. You feel me? Food was my comfort zone, eating my way through depression. Yeah, I saw that. So sorry about, um, yeah, so sorry about your, yeah, man. But I bounced back with three more. Lost one, bounced back with three more babies. You know what I mean? And that's the power of man. I lost one baby and bounced back with three more babies. And guess what? Any man on the face of the planet right now, If you got enough money, if you got enough resources, if you got enough time and energy to do it, you can have as many babies as you want. That's the way Mother Nature made it. And can't no female stop you from doing that. Can't nobody stop you from doing that. Just think about that. Just think about that. You feel me? When you are a man, a real masculine man, your genes will be desired to be replicated and copy and pasted. You feel me? For every one that I lose, I bounce back with two. You feel me? So understand that, yeah, I had lost that one, but I had to wait. I had to get to my senses. I had to get to my senses. I made my old lady take those pictures of me. Shout out, man. Shout out to my goddess, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's my baby. She roll with me, whether I'm fat, small, big, or tall. She roll with me and she ride with me, and I fucks with her the long way because of that. You dig what I'm saying? But I made her take a picture of me, like, man, I gotta lose this shit, baby. Take my picture so I can take my before and after so I can show them. Take my before and after so I can show them. And then you feel me, man? I got my before and after, man. Uh, Where my flyer at, man? Huh? Let me get I gotta get my flyer, man. I got the flyer. You go on the website. If you go on the website, you can see my before and after right there. As soon as you go on the website, chakradoctor.xyz, go on that bitch. You're gonna see my before and you're gonna see my after. Like, bro, this is my second time. That's my second time coming. That's my second time defeating obesity, bro. Get him chakra doctor, Clarence Carter type shit. Be strong. You feel me? Real shit. I had to be strong, bro. And I had to realize what would my daughter want for me? What would my baby want for me? My baby will want me to be the best I can be. And speaking of which, her birthday coming up Monday. Her birthday anniversary coming up Monday. If she would have stayed living, she'll be 4 years old right now. You feel me? She'll be a 4 year old right now. And it's shit like that that make me keep going. I'm never stopping again. I'm never stopping again. I'm never letting nothing deter me off the track again, no matter what kind of thing happen. I'm sticking straight forward to the tunnel vision and I'm sticking to the mission, bro. And the main mission is health. The main mission is health. You feel me? And if you are not healthy, you're not gonna see wealth. You're not gonna see a bag if you're not healthy. You can see a bag, but you're not gonna enjoy the bag. Why? Because when you're unhealthy, you attract all kind of toxic shit that make you lose the bag. You attract all kind of toxic shit that make you squander the bag. You attract all kind of toxic shit that make you wonder where the bag went. You gave it away to toxicity. I remember your baby girl. She was beautiful. Yeah, man. I got three more now. Well, I got one more baby girl and two sons. Now I had a baby girl and I had a baby girl and two sons. I like to think of it as like necromancy. Like I brought her back. Like I brought her back from the dead, reincarnation, and rebirthed her and rebirthed her. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? I'm not saying this or that, but I feel like you know I rebirthed her. Like I lost her, but I got her back because I rebirthed her. And my baby girl, and my baby girl right now. You know what I'm saying? She be cut up. That's my baby. That's my baby. You heard me? I love my babies, man. I love my children. I love my children to life, bro. I love my children man. I love my children to life, man. I can't wait to have some more. I'm just waiting to the millionaire status. When the millionaire status, I'm popping out some more. Blup, 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 blup. When I get up to that million, when I get up to that million, that 100 million, and 10, 20, 30 million, babies on babies, nigga. Babies on babies. I feel that way about my son. Yeah, man. My sons look just like me. My daughter look like me, and and their mamas too, though. So it's crazy. It's like copying and pasting yourself. Having a baby is like copying and pasting yourself. I feel like I'll be raising my pops. Right, right. Hey, listen, I feel like I'm raising my pops. Feel like I'm raising my moms. That's how I'm looking like, damn, bro. Because they tell you that your ancestors are reborn through your bloodline. You feel me? They tell you that, like, when, everything is just recycling, copying and pasting. So when you have a baby, right, it's going to look like your grandparents or your parents. You dig what I'm saying? It's looking like you, but you look like your mom and your daddy. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, oh shit, copy paste, and that's how you know this is a matrix, a holographic computer matrix, because That's the number one thing that we do as human beings. We copy and paste ourselves through death, life, rebirth, death, life, rebirth. You feel me? We copy and paste ourselves. We copy and paste ourselves. We are flesh tone computers. I call it I call it biomechanical AI. We are the original AI. The human being is the original artificial intelligence. Our brains are computers. The voice that we hear in our head that sound like us, that's really the Siri that runs the computer. You feel me? Our bodies are machines. These machines can be likened unto a car, right? Our bodies are made just like cars. So this is why I invented superfood oil and tea, because all cars need their oil and fluid to run at optimum and at optimal mileage capacity, right? You know, how many of us got an oil change and get our oils changed? None of us. The only time we get our oils changed, we just piling in on oil. The oil from fried foods, the oil from cooked foods and dead meat. But we're never detoxing our body, flushing our body and getting an oil change, bro. So our body is a machine, and that machine is like a car. That's why they call it a vessel, right? And that's why we are all a race. This is why the only thing that races is vehicles, cars. You can race cars, you can race bikes, you can race, right? Well, this is why we are all one race. A race is a car. Cars race. Our body is a machine. That machine is a car. You feel what I'm saying? And in order to have your machine car running at optimal health, you have to make sure that all of the fluids and oils in the car are running. You got to make sure you got some gas. Got to make sure that remember gas. That our gas is water. Our gas is water. So what's our gas? What's our gas tank? Our stomach. What's our exhaust pipe? Our bunghole when we fart and when we poop, right? What's you name it. What's our headlights? Look at what's our headlights? Our eyes. What's our windshield? Our third eye and our forehead. That's our windshield. Just like a car. This is the windshield, right? This is our eyes. These are our windshield wipers. Our eyebrows are the windshield wipers, right? Right? You feel me? You like our head, that's the hood of the car. You feel me? It's literally our body, literally, the car literally mimics our body. And our computer brain runs the car. So when we our brain is the speedometer and the if you got, especially if you got like a up-to-date new car, like a 2025, 2026, it shows you everything on the screen. Unless you got a Tesla, shows you everything on the screen. That's how our bodies is. You write about the food. It's like the people can't stop eating it, even because you know why? This why. This why. Because the food is not food. The food is drugs masquerading as food. Speaking of which, I'm about to I'm gonna pick a page to read up out of here. Somebody said, once I found out their computer code in the air, the matrix made more sense than ever. Yeah, when I became fully aware, the first thing I started seeing and recognizing was all of the different angel numbers and the different Grabavoid numbers and different codes of numbers. Literally, all of the different what they call that? All of the different binary and trinary codes. I call it trinary codes. Man, hold on. Nigga said, man, you friend in my head. For real. I tell this to use them all day. Yeah, hey, bro. Uh, and look, it's not food. Remember, food. Yep, food is drug, guys. Food is drug. You feel me? The Food and Drug Administration, bro. But we're not eating food. Now, when you eating an apple, that's food. When you eating a pear, that's food. When you eating a plum, that's food. When you're eating when you eating some mushrooms and you eating you some cauliflower or you eating you some broccoli, even though it may be it's not now it's bioengineered. Man, listen, a fruit and a bioengineered fruit and vegetable is better than no fruit and vegetable at all, homie. I would eat a genetically modified apple before I eat a hog. I would eat a genetically modified orange before I eat a cow. Okay, so Man, y'all go get this book, man. Y'all go get this book. I'm about to look. I'm about to spray. I'm about to just flip it to. Matter of fact, pick a page, any page. We're gonna go through here. Pick a page, any page. The name of this book is called "Drugs Masquerading as Foods: Deliciously Killing African Americans and All Peoples. Silent, deadly, and delicious. Silent, deadly, and delicious." Somebody said 72. Hold up. Somebody said 72. Oh, wait. Family. This is Mario World. Sims 4. But in so-called real liquor. I play listen right now. And so I'm about to give y'all a little, I'm about to give you a little Easter egg. Do you know that the Mario world and the Sims world and all of the different games that you play are actually the holographic mirror to manifest in your life? So for instance, if you're playing The Sims, right? Notice how certain things in your real life will start to mimic your Sims game. If you're playing Mario, notice how you start getting a lot of points on Mario and watch how you start getting a lot of money in life. Notice how when depending on the game you're playing, if you're playing Call of Duty, life might not be that great. Why? Because you're around this bitch shooting and killing. If you're playing Halo, life might not be that great. Why? Because you're on the hunt trying to shoot to kill. If you're playing GTA, life might not be that great. Why? Because you're doing Grand Theft Auto and you're doing negative stuff. But if you're playing Homescapes, Gardenscapes, Sims, and all of these other games that don't have all of that negativity in it, watch how your life starts to mimic that game. Because why? The games that we play are an actual interface to our real life Sims game. Now, this is the whole theory. Your higher self, first and foremost, you got to know what's your zodiac sign. Once you know your zodiac sign, you know where your soul is anchored. So if you are a Scorpio, your soul, your higher self soul energy is anchored in the constellation of Scorpio. If you are a Aries, your higher self soul anchor is in the constellation of Aries. If you are a Cancer, go look at the constellation of Cancer. Right now, we're gonna look at the constellation of Cancer. You know why? My daughter a Cancer, and one of my besties is a Cancer, right? So I'm about to show you real quick. I'm about to show you real quick. Cancer constellation. And the reason why they hit you with the flat earth, because they don't want you to believe in what's really out there. If you believe in flat earth, then you don't believe that the constellation of Cancer is real, and therefore you cut ties with your higher self soul anchor. Wait a minute. Constellation, look, you ready? Constellation of Cancer. So this is where you're from. This is the constellation of Cancer. Look at that constellation. That's the constellation of Cancer. That's where your higher self soul energy is anchored. Now, remember, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 main suns or 5 main stars in the constellation of Cancer. So just imagine your higher self. Remember, I keep telling you, our spirit and souls live inside of the suns, and we come and lower ourselves and we fall to live on planets. Okay, we come to fall and live on planet. This is why it's called a fallen star, right? Or a shooting star or a fallen angel. We literally come and we fall and we come to live on planets. So what happens is your higher self is in one of the stars of the constellation of Cancer. Man, I feel like playing 3D Earth Sims. I feel like playing an 3D Earth simulation. Okay, right? Fast forward, I'm gonna skip all the details, but fast forward, you plan. So inside of the particular sun that you are in the constellation of Cancer, you got your higher self has the controller. So when you turn yourself like that, that wasn't you turned yourself like that. That was your higher self that moved the controller. When you blink in your eye and when you doing all of this automatic stuff, why you think you gotta go to sleep on sleep mode? Because that was your higher self putting the game down. Why you think you take a nap? Your higher self put the controller down. But guess what happens? You ever met one of them gamers and they be on the game all day? That look, you be wondering why the nigga be up all night, up all day, because his higher self just playing the game all day and all night. You wonder why this nigga always sleepy. Always, man, what is this nigga got sleep apnea? He'll just fall asleep right now. Why? Because his higher self be putting the controller down to go get something to drink. Higher self be putting the controller down to go to work. Higher self be doing all kind of shit, putting the controller down. You see what I'm saying? So your higher self is playing the higher self PlayStation, and you are the avatar body simulation, that avatar body that is in the simulation as the higher self experiences this game in first person. You got his guy. Look, your higher self got the higher self goggles on. Your higher self got the higher self gloves on, and they got the motherfucker. You ever been playing a game and you've been so caught up into the game, you move the controller like, no, and you move the controller like the man on the TV gonna move if you move the controller. That's how caught up you into the game. This is how caught up that we could get into the game of life, and our higher self can lose itself in the simulation. This is why a lot of us are called lost souls, because our higher self soul came to play the game, but guess what? Pain, grief, anger, bitterness, doubt, jealousy, superstition, hatred, and all of the negative emotions made the higher self lose focus, made the higher self lose itself, and you literally get lost in the game. You literally get lost in the game. You worrying about food, you worrying about money, you worrying about cars, you worrying about clothes, and you forgot that you are a higher upper echelon God that lowered itself into a human avatar to play 3D Earth simulation. The simulation of who? The simulation of Saturn. The simulation is called the Black Cube Codex. The name of this game is called the Black Cube Codex. Saturn exposed, sovereignty restored. Somebody said 72, and I'm going to read out of 72. I'm going to read out of 72 on both pages. 72. They look so innocent. They taste so good. They are attractively packaged. They are gloriously advertised. They are deceptively presented to us as food. We buy them and eat them, believing that they are food. They are not food. They are deadly, highly addictive drugs masquerading as foods, filling our supermarkets, crowding our cabinets, dominating our refrigerators. We eat the so-called food, but really the food is eating us, killing us by degrees, little by little, with each delicious bite. Keyword byte, computer, megabyte, gigabyte. We ain't gonna get. Drug number one, the wicked white sugar. Drug addiction initiated. Uh, Drug addiction initiated the African slave trade. Albino's addiction to the drug called sugar. Sugar and spices were the drugs of earlier cultures. Sugar was worth its weight in gold at one time in early Europe. Africans were primarily enslaved to grow sugar on albino plantations. Albinos are still addicted to sugar, and and African Americans are equally addicted to the same sugar that their great grandparents were brutally enslaved to grow to satisfy the albino demand and addiction for it. Virtually all Americans are addicted to sugar, regardless of ethnic root. In fact, this pathological condition hold on, sorry. In fact, this pathological condition is global. White sugar is the world's number one drug addiction. White sugar is a legal drug, hence is poison. White sugar is as addictive as nicotine and heroin, and as poisonous, responsible for plagues ranging from depression to coronary thrombosis to diabetes. White sugar penetrates through the walls of your stomach and small intestines without being digested, giving you a quick high followed by a later crash. That's why when you eat food, it feels good, your dopamine, and then after you feel sleepy, like, I gotta go to sleep, right? When you eat white sugar or sugar sweetened foods, the sugar bypasses digestion and enters into your bloodstream within 3 minutes, yanking up your blood sugar level. This results in an instant high. That is the perception of having more energy and a feeling of well being. This is shortly followed by a crash in blood sugar levels due to due to release of insulin from the pancreas and a depression and drop in energy that tends to be corrected with another dose of sugar. This becomes a dangerous habit, subjecting the body to a yo-yo of stimulation, depression, and re-stimulation, which results in damage and diseases. This is why they want you to eat it 3 times a day. Natural sugars from fruits and vegetables undergo the digestion process and enters into the bloodstream gradually without disrupting the blood sugar balance. Woo. I ain't gonna give you no more. Go get the book, Drugs Masquerading as Foods, so you can get up on that. Now I'm gonna read 72 out of the Black Cube Codex before I dip out. 72. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. All right, 72. Seven, fines and fees, karmic ties. Lose your case or accept a plea, and you'll often pay money, do time, or lose your rights. This isn't restitution, it's energetic debt collection. You are making a ritual offering to the cube in the form of doing jail time. Energy equals probation and community service, and currency equals a fine or a fee. And once paid, you are labeled justice has been served. But what was really served? The system. Number 8, the jury. The many-eyed surveillance. In ancient Egypt, the dead stood before the 42 judges of the world. Today, remember, that's the 42 laws of Ma'at, as well as this is why 42 is so important in Freemasonry. And the jury is a group of 12. Those 12 mimic the what, y'all? Those 12 mimic the 12 signs of the zodiac. They decide your fate collectively. They are strangers masked as peers. Their gaze equals energetic consensus spell. This is not community justice. This is not community justice. It's the many-eyed versions of Saturn's singular judgment. Your soul is judged not by truth, the truth of what, y'all? The truth of Mayat, but by how well it fits the system script. Number 9, the gavel drop is the ritual sealing. The gavel drop. When the judge drops the gavel, the spell is complete. The judgment is declared. The ritual is sealed with sound. This echoes into the temple. This echoes what? Temple bells, Masonic mallets, occult symbols of as above, so below. It's not about noise. It's about vibrational authority. One knock to end the ritual, one sound to finalize the karma. Number 10, the true judge is not in black. The great grand holy mother and father do not judge. They discern, they heal, they align. They never say, you are condemned, you owe me, obey or suffer. Only Saturn says that. Wearing the robe of false justice in a box built to look holy. You don't need to plead, you need to reclaim your sovereignty. Next, System 10, medical. How Saturn turned healing into sterile death ritual. Let's continue. Here's the next decoded section of the Black Cube Codex, Chapter 2. Go get the Black Cube Codex on Amazon and all platforms where books are sold. Look up the Black Cube Codex, Chakra Doctor. But my author name is going to be High Mega Supreme. So I'm about to switch that from Chakra Doctor to High Mega Supreme. Because Chakra Doctor is the health. And get healthy, man. Y'all make sure y'all get healthy, man. Any questions, cares, or concern before I leave? I'll give it a few seconds for it to catch up. If y'all have any questions, cares, or concern before I leave, I'll give it a few seconds to catch up. And then, but while I'm giving it a few seconds to catch up, check this out.
Ugh, morning breath. And my pits! I need a shower. I've tried everything and nothing is working. Superfood, bitch. Now that's more like it.
That's more like it. Nah, that's more like it. You dig? For sure, for sure. You feel me? But make sure y'all get yourself superfood. Make sure you get the Black Q Codex. Make sure you holler at me. Go to the chakra.xyz. Scroll down to the bottom, and my contact information is at the bottom. Until then, man, you know, man, Atlanta, man, I'm rooting for y'all, man. Get y'all shit together, man. Become the city of the players, ballers, and shot callers again, man. Uh, become the city of the players, ballers, and shot callers, man. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of black wealth out here in Atlanta, bro, and it's enough for everybody to go around, man. Stop being humbuggers about the situation. Get up off your, do like Outkast says. You need to get up, get out, and get something. Don't let the days of it. I don't know if that was Outkast, but it sounded like Outkast. You know what I'm saying? Because you and I got to do for you and I. You feel me? Somebody say, wait, what's going on? You have a question. It's naturally Tasha. What's going on? It's naturally Tasha. You have a question? Put it in the put it in the comment section. If you got a question, put it in the comment section. You feel me? I'll wait for Tasha to answer a question, but make sure y'all come visit the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, 5911 Providence Run. If you're in the Atlanta area, make sure you donate to the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine. All of your donation goes to the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine's philanthropy. I do be out and about in these streets, making sure I give back to the community. And what am I giving back to the community? Health. Health, bro. Health, 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 health. The majority of people who I encounter are unhealthy, and that has put a fire in my soul, a fire in my heart to make sure that people get healthy, bro. And you know, in The Sims, you can put in. Hold on, somebody said, all right. Natural Tasha said, in The Sims, you can put in a cheat code. Sometimes the Sims will look up at the sky if they need something, and you're not giving it. If you're not giving them what they need. So what's the question? What's the question? What's the question? I was asking you about the solar eclipse. Oh man, y'all didn't see the man, on my page right there. You can see the fire. You can see the fire that my church, the fire ritual that my church did during the solar eclipse. It was a triple threat. It was eight. Remember, it's the 8-8 Lionsgate portal. Remember the 888. The 8-8 Lionsgate portal ends on August the 26th. And from my August the 26th is the last day of the 8-8 Lionsgate. Come on, you got three eights. You got three eights in this. Sorry, y'all. You got three eights. I'm about. Oh, my shit about to go out. You got three eights in this month. You had 8-8. Remember, so this is the 8th month, August, right? You have so 8 months is August. Then you had 8-8, so that's 8-8-8, right? But then August the 17th is another 8-8-8, right? Because remember, because you're in the year 26. So the first eight, so August 8 was 4 8s. The 8th month, the 8th day, right? The 8th month, no, 3 8. Sorry, the 8th month, the 8th day, and 2026, 8th year. The year, 8 year. Then August 17th will be the 8th month. 1 + 7 is 8. 2 + 6 is 8. Another 8-8-8. And then August 26th, 8th month. 2 + 6 is 8, and then 2 + 6 is 8. So 8-8 on 8-8, 8-17, and 8-26 are the three. Is that Lionsgate portal? So from 8-8 all the way to 8-26 is that Lionsgate portal. And on August the 12th, it was a triple threat because it was not only the window for the Lionsgate portal, but it was the solar eclipse as well as the new moon. So, and do you know that Atlanta is the only place that doesn't see the solar eclipse? From Atlanta's point of view, from the Georgia Atlanta point of view, the sun did not eclipse. That's the only place in America where the sun did not eclipse, was in Atlanta, freaking fucking Georgia. Ain't that something? So you said, yeah, you said the Sims, we can command our. So how do we command our higher self to basically put in the cheat code? I know the answer is is complex, maybe you can. Some of them not. The answer is very simple. You put in this is how you put in the cheat code. This is how you put in to your higher self the cheat code. You activate your chakras. Remember, your higher self, uh, your higher self lives inside of you. So the main part of your consciousness of higher self is anchored in your constellation. But there are, remember, they said parts of you fell into the avatar, just like parts of your, remember, just that's like uh, consider that like your energy and your attention. A lot of your attention went, a lot of your attention, and a lot of your consciousness went into the avatar. So how do you contact your higher self? What is that attention called? That attention is called your chakras. So you have to literally, and chakra, why you think I'm called chakra doctor? Because I got my claim to fame by creating a yoga that activates the chakras. Because when you activate your chakras, you activate the higher self. When you activate your higher self, you start receiving all kind of downloads, aka cheat code about the game. Man, it's not hard, it's not complex, it's very simple. You want to activate your higher self? You want to activate your higher self? Remember, because most everybody is running off of yang energy. Even the females are running off of yang energy. Yang, 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 yang. But in order to access the higher self, you must activate the yin energy and become whole. And in order to activate the yin energy, you got to activate your chakras. The chakras, when you activate your chakras, that's your kundalini. When your kundalini is activated, you activate the goddess flow, aka the yin energy. But most dudes who activate the yin energy, they all start be acting like they females or something. It's like it's like it's crazy or something. I activated my yin energy and it turned me more masculine. A female activates her yin energy and it will make her more feminine. But the key to activating your higher self, your higher light body, is through activating your chakras. No, literally, physically activating your chakras. I have a go go on my videos. There is a FCA yoga tutorial on how to act. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do a new FCA yoga. We're gonna do a new FCA yoga, and I'm gonna release that, and that's gonna teach you how to activate your chakras for free. And when you activate your chakras, you activate your light body. When you activate your light body, that's your higher self. And your higher self has all of the cheat codes already. Your higher self has all of the cheat codes because your higher self is at one with nature. Your higher self is at one with the great mother. Your higher self is at one with the goddess. Your higher self is at one with all. The all within one and the one within all. But they've tricked us and fooled us out of our higher self into only following the yang energy. I got to chase, 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 chase. And they don't understand. We don't understand how to attract. And the yin energy is attract. The yin energy is the magnet. The yang energy is the electric, right? This is why we are electromagnetic beings. Electro meaning yang energy, masculine energy. You got to go out and do this, that, and third. But yin energy means you got to be still and attract and let it flow to you. So that's how you activate the higher self in this Sims mission. You activate your higher self. You activate the higher self cheat codes with activating your chakras. You dig? Did that answer? Did that answer your question, Tasha? Naturally, Tasha. Did that answer your question? How long do you take the superfood? And so, Cancer 2378. If you go on the website, they got 3 ways. You got 3 ways you take the superfood oil and tea, right? It depends on what goal you're trying to accomplish. So if you're trying to just maintain health and prevent yourself from ever getting sick, that's the superfood oil and tea morning regimen, right? Every morning on an empty stomach, take you some superfood oil and tea, and you'll never get sick again. You'll maintain your level of health, and your energy levels will rise, and you will overall be happy. And just healthy, just happy and healthy. Then you have the 3-day reset, where you take the superfood oil and tea in 3-day intervals to reset your body and flush out the toxins and reset your body. And that's for people who are who got ailments that they can recover from. That you really don't got to go to the hospital for it. You just take you some superfood oil and tea, and you'll recover from it. And then you got the third way, which is the 1-day flush. And I recommend that for people who are trying to get rid of big big shit. But the 1 day flush is not just 1 day. You got the 30 day. You got the 30 day package for those who are suffering from incurable diseases. You got the 30 day package for the 3 day reset for those who are suffering from curable diseases, and then you got the 30 day. You got the 30 day morning regimen package for those who are just trying to maintain health. So it just depends on what you're trying to do. Me, I take it every day just to prevent anything. And just to make sure that I keep this high level of health, because I got a lot going on and I need a lot of energy, and superfood oil and tea provides a lot of energy. I hope you do a lot about I hope you do a live about the solar eclipse. Like I told you before, if you go right here on my I did do one. If you go right here on my channel, wait a minute, let me view channel, let me go to videos. If you go to videos, you'll see the official coming out of my church, the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine. It's 6 minutes and 38 seconds. Here it goes. It says, it's the first video on the videos tab on my channel. And it shows me right here. It shows me and the crew right here. I come to you in the back of the church doing the ritual for the solar eclipse, the new moon, 8-8 Lionsgate. The next 8-8 Lionsgate big portal will be on Monday, 8/17/26. 8 is the 8th month. 17, 1 plus 7 is 8. 26, 2 plus 6 is 8. 8 will be on the 17th. Then the next one after that will be 8/26/26. 2 plus 6 is 8. 2 plus 6 is 8. 8th month. And then after that, you gotta wait till what is that? 7. The 9/9 portal. You got a 9/9 portal. That'd be September 9th. That'd be September 9th. September the let me see. September 9th. Ooh, wait a minute. September 9th to September 18th. September 9th and September 18th is the 9/9 portals. The 9/9 portals at September 9th, September 18th. Got a lot of Cancer in the building, man. Cancer, man. Cancer, that's my rising, y'all. Y'all didn't know my rising is a Cancer. So a lot of people mistake me for a Cancer because of my rising. And that's crazy. And my daughter is a Cancer, and I got friends that are Cancers. That's crazy. A lot of Cancer energy in this building, baby. And guess what? I cure cancer, real cancer in real life. Allegedly, algorithm, allegedly. I just subscribed to your YouTube channel. Appreciate that. OG Circle Game, I remember you, but I don't remember you. You got to make me remember you, man. I remember your name, OG Circle Game. I'm Cancer 717. My friend, he's Cancer 716. And my daughter is Cancer 7-2. 7-2. You feel me? Yeah, man. Cancer is cardinal. So I remember, Cancer is the moon. Cancer is half of the equation of the Saturn moon matrix. Cancer is also one of the pillars of Freemasonry. You got 2 pillars in Freemasonry, Cancer and Capricorn. So Cancer is a pillar in Freemasonry. And remember, they got 2 tropics. They got the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn, right? So the Saturn moon matrix is Saturn and Cancer. Saturn and Cancer is the Saturn moon matrix. So you got to understand that in order as a Cancer to truly rise and ascend, you got to beat the chains that Saturn has on you, because Saturn has control of your landlord, and your landlord is the moon. Your landlord is the moon. So Saturn has control of your landlord. You got to break free of the chains that Saturn has over your energetic state by transcending the downfalls of the Cancer sign. And one of the downfalls of the Cancer sign is emotional. Y'all get emotional. Y'all go with y'all feelings before y'all go with y'all logic, and it fucks y'all up every time. So you got to learn how to center yourself, activate your chakras, and defeat that. You feel what I'm saying? Facts. Somebody said facts. My evil self, I gotta whoop him. Yeah, the evil self of Cancer is controlled by Saturn. That's why Cancer has an evil self. Evil Cancer. Remember, a moon, and the moon in and of itself is a peaceful landlord. But when you add when you add the Saturn's rings and you add Saturn's energy to the moon, now it becomes depression and all of these other things that cancers go through. So a cancer has to constantly activate their chakras to gain control of their vehicle so that Saturn doesn't rule it or control it. Facts. I go to FC. I go to I go to FCC off. Hey, bro, you got to control that, man, because that don't bring no money. Remember that, man. Negative emotions repel money. That's why that's why you got to forgive your enemies. It's not because you hunky dory and buddy buddy with your enemies, but because negative energy don't bring moolah. Negative energy don't bring moolah. And if you are constantly negative, then what kind of positive that you are emitting to attract the real money? I'm becoming more and more calm because I have accepted my flaws. Don't just accept your flaws, change them. Don't just accept your flaws. Acceptance is part of the equation. After you accept your flaws, you change them. After you accept the flaws, change them. I see I'm flawed in this area, I'm about to change that. I see I'm flawed in that area, I'm about to change that. And the only way you can change your flaws is by telling yourself the truth. Facts. I truly overstand the Hulk. He's a cancer, right? Right? Bruce Banner, right? Bruce Banner. Yep. So cancer got to look in the mirror and say, I got to stop doing this. I got to stop doing that. And I got to make a conscious effort to stop doing it or it's going to keep doing me, right? It's going to keep doing me. But once you do that, you beat the Saturn moon matrix. And now you become a what? An actual cancer. You become an actual cancer to the diseases. Remember, think about it. It's the reason why they call disease cancer. It's the reason why cancer kills the human body. You can be a cancer unto yourself, or you can be a cancer unto the enemy. You feel me? Where you need more what? I need more. Hey, bruh. Hey, bruh. The cow jumped over the moon. Remember that? Hey, remember that? Remember McDonald's mascot used to be the Moon Man that played the piano? It's all man. Listen, the moon has so much control over our emotions. Why you think it's it's 25% of who you are in astrology? 75% of who you are in astrology is your sun sign. Your sun sign is 25%. Your moon sign is 25%. And your rising sign is 25%. And all of the other signs hold a 2% value in your natal chart. You feel me? Is talking in your sleep bad? It depends on what you're saying in your sleep. If you're saying negative things in your sleep, hell yeah, that's bad. If you're saying in your sleep, I hate you, I hope you die, nigga, in your sleep. Oh, wait. You know how you reprogram your sleep? You gotta start listening to affirmations in your sleep. If you don't like, and if affirmations bother you to listen to you in your sleep, that shows you the toxicity and discrepancy that you got inside of yourself, where you can't stand to hear positive things in your sleep. But if you want to, is talking in your sleep bad? Not necessarily, especially if you're talking something positive. I laugh in my sleep a lot. Every female I ever had always talk about what you was laughing about. What you mean? You was in your sleep laughing. I be having fun when I'm in my sleep, man. Shit, nigga, I be having fun in my little. I be having fun when I go back to my little higher self world, nigga. You feel me? Family, we gonna chop it up. Yeah, man. Hit me up hit me up, and we'll chop it up, y'all. But yeah, man, y'all gotta defeat. So these are the main things of your sign you gotta defeat. Every sign comes with positives, and every sign comes with negatives, no matter what sign you are. Okay. So, for instance, we're talking about Cancer. We're gonna stick to Cancer. Cancer, you are a cardinal sign. Therefore, you got to defeat all of the pitfalls of cardinal. But how do you defeat the pitfalls of cardinal? By relying on the strengths of cardinal signs, right? So what is the cardinal sign strengths? versus a cardinal sign's weaknesses. You're going to take your cardinal sign strengths and you're going to overpower your cardinal sign weaknesses with your cardinal sign strengths, right? So that's number one. You're a cardinal sign, right? But then you are the moon. The moon is your landlord, right? So what are the positive strengths of your moon of the moon versus the negative weaknesses of the moon? You're going to take all of your positive strengths of the moon and you're going to overpower the weaknesses with the strengths and literally transmute those weaknesses into strengths, right? Right? You also as a Cancer, you also uh have, so wait a minute. Your key to the house of Cancer is what? I feel. So the key to the house of Cancer is I feel. So what are the pitfalls that come with feelings? You got to take all of your positive feelings and overpower them with your negative weak feelings. And it's easy to get, Cancer gets easily offended. You got to stop being so easily offended in order to do that, Cancer. You can't think everybody is trying to and even if they are, you can't think that in order for you to be a successful Cancer. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to make sure that you start reprogramming your mind. And when you reprogram your mind, your emotions are going to follow. But it's going to take some crying. It might take some crying. It might take some, some release to do that, right? Crab. The crab is your mascot, Cancer. So what are the positive aspects of the crab? You're going to take the positive aspects and transmute your negative aspects with those positives. What else? The element of Cancer is water. So what are the positive? One of the main negatives of one of the main negative that all water signs go through, no matter what water sign you are, including Cancer, is being wishy-washy. Tide, water. Water takes the shape on anything that it. Water takes the shape of anything that it that it take. Water takes on the shape of anything that contains it or anything that it comes upon. Right. So you have to learn how to flow like water and not be offended by the shapes that you take on when you're taking them on at that particular time. Yeah, you don't offend easily, but you don't trust nothing. The reason why you don't trust nothing because you get offended. The reason why you don't trust nothing because you get offended easily. So in order for you to not get offended easily, you don't trust nothing. That's the root cause. That's the root cause. You see what I'm saying? You gotta understand why you don't trust nothing. You don't trust nothing because you don't want nobody to offend you easily. So therefore, so I don't get in, so a motherfucker don't offend me, so a motherfucker don't get on my nerves, so a motherfucker don't do this, let me not trust nothing. And when I don't trust nothing, I'm not gonna get offended. Why? Because I don't trust you anyway. But trust, think about it. Trust is a form of currency. Remember that. Trust is a form of currency. If you got to trust in the bank, that's money. You see? So you got to be able to overpower and you got to be able to transmute those negatives with the positives. So you got to trust somebody. You got to trust your damn self. You got to trust your mom, and you got to trust somebody. And the people that you trust ain't got to be a lot, but you got to trust some. And those some that you trust have proven and earned and got and earned your trust. And you let the people who you trust do what they do to improve your life positively, like you doing for their life positively, and it works as a balance. You see what I'm saying? So as a Cancer, what else? What else I'm missing? I'm missing. You did what I did. I did. Yeah, I did all your keys. I did all your keys. Right. So these are all the positive and negatives of Cancer that one must defeat in order to become a true Cancer. And a true Cancer is what, y'all? A true Cancer is a killer. People die from cancer. When a true Cancer comes into their power, unaliving, the enemies begin to just drop dead gorgeous. The enemies begin to drop dead gorgeous. Why? Because they got cancer. But let's break down the word cancer. I can, sir. Yes, I can, sir. Sir, yes, I can. Can, sir. Ooh. My mother wants to know, will the superfood get rid of cataract? Yes, she'll have to take it for yes, and she would have to get consulted by me, and she would have to follow my instructions to the letter. But yes, yes. Cancer. I can, sir. The first word in cancer is can. Yes, you can. Stop thinking that you can't. A lot of cancers think that they can't because they've been fooled by the system that said that we can't. But in actuality, yes, you can, sir. That's why you can, sir. But I'm giving away too many jewels. I'm giving away too many gems right now, bro. Y'all picking my brain, and I'm giving away too many gangster joints right there. I'm giving away too many gangster joints. This is the only place where I love to come give away gangster joints. Though. I ain't gonna lie. I come on YouTube and I give away some gangster joints, and hopefully people get it. You feel me? Okay, man. Okay, man. Is in that time I can, sir. Okay, yes, I can, sir. Yes, I can, sir. And remember, oh, I forgot. Last thing, fourth house. So remember, even though you might have been born in a different house, Cancer is the guardian, landlord, steward of the fourth house. What is the fourth house? What does the fourth house govern, y'all? The fourth house governs family. So if you're a Cancer, but you are not a family man, you are freaking up. If you're a Cancer and you are not in service to the family, whether it's your blood relative, whether it's your cosmic relative, whether it's your friends who became relatives through bonding, you're freaking up. A Cancer is at its best when it is rooted in some type of familial situations. You feel me? You feel me? Hold up. Boom. Nah, man, ain't no disappearing this time, man. I'm chosen by the goddess. You can't disappear this time. I started my own channel, my business. Hey, man. So I can. I told you, yes, you can, sir. Yes, you can. So understand that the fourth house. Man, I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna put the fourth house in here, and then I'm gone. I'm gonna put the fourth house in here. And I'm gonna show y'all all about the fourth house, and then I'm gone. I'm gonna show you about the fourth house real quick, because this is the main part. This is the main part where you're supposed to thrive as a Cancer. Hold on, let me make sure I'm getting my collection, my albums together. This is the main part where you're supposed to thrive as a Cancer. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get the crystals too. Hold up, crystal. Y'all gonna screenshot these. Moon. Let me get that fourth house. Crystal, moon, fourth house, and let me get that. Where that Cancer? Where that Cancer? I'm passing it up. Oh, here you go. Boom. So I'm gonna show you these. Oh, let me get y'all a cardinal. Boom. And y'all gonna screenshot these. All my Cancers. All my Cancers. I'm about to show y'all these. Y'all gonna screenshot these, and y'all gonna take these, and y'all gonna take these with y'all. And this is basically astrology like 101 on some stuff. This is basically like astrology 101 on some stuff. Hold on. Let me put this back on. Right? Hold on. About to put this back on. Somebody said, how powerful is Charleston White, do you think? Um, it depends on what you consider powerful. If you consider internet manipulation and internet fame powerful, then he's pretty powerful on the internet, but he's not powerful in real life. In real life, he's not powerful. In real life, uh, like I told you, a person that carry that much negative energy as Charleston White, uh, it's only good for entertainment on the internet. But in real life, that don't work. Hold on, I'm about to show y'all. All right, they uploaded. He only getting away with it on the internet though. He don't get away with that in real life. You can't get away with it in real life because in real life it don't work. So boom, this is the first screenshot. Oh damn, I picked the wrong thing. Hold on. That's Saturn. All right, boom. That's the first screenshot. So screenshot that right there. That's cardinal. Wait a minute. Let me take this down. Let me take this down. I'm about to take this down. Take y'all to school real quick. So Cancer, you're a cardinal sign. There are 4 cardinal signs, but take your screenshot of that. You're a part of the cardinal group. There are 4 cardinal signs. Aries, Libra, Cancer, and Capricorn are the cardinal signs. Okay? Aries, Libra, Cancer, and Capricorn are the cardinal signs. So take a screenshot of that, and these are all the strengths and weaknesses that come with cardinal signs. So take a screenshot of that. I'll give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'm going to the next thing, right? I'm going to the next thing. Boom. Hold on, let me get rid of this. This is not. Let me get rid of that. Because that's for Gemini and them. Who is this? All right, boom, Cancer. Screenshot this. Your symbol is the crab. Your landlord is the moon. Your house is the 4th house. Your element is water. You're a cardinal sign, and your key. And the key to your house is, they say feeling, but it's really I feel. Okay, so the key to your house is I feel. Take a screenshot of that so that you can understand yourself better as a Cancer. All right. Boom. Let me go to the next thing. 4th house. The 4th house represents the home environment, family life, and the father, or perhaps the same sex parent. Planets in the 4th house reflect your family orientation, an ability to dig into the past in order to discover the roots of your being and how your father or perhaps your mother was experienced by you. Okay? So a Cancer that isn't that don't got it going on on the home front and the family front, because family is not just your blood relatives. Your family is the people who you love that treat you right and you treat them right and they love you and you love them back. You feel what I'm saying? So there goes. So take a screenshot of that. 4th house. That's the house of Cancer. The 4th house. All right. These are the crystals of Cancer. So if you're a Cancer, you might want to go to the crystal shop and get you some crystals, okay? Because these are the 6 crystals, or the 6 main crystals that improve the lives of Cancer. And you can see the different definitions next to the crystals. Take your screenshot of that. Take your screenshot of that so you can know the ins and outs of that and go handle that business. Delete. And then boom. Here goes your landlord. The moon is your landlord. So here go the keywords and associations, all of the positives and negatives that go with your landlord, the moon. So screenshot that, study that, and look at those keywords and associations and characteristics. The ones that don't apply, let them fly. But the ones that do, make sure that you transmute. If it's negative, transmute it into positive. If it's positive, keep working on that strength so that you can transmute your weak negatives into the positive. All right. All right, boom, shakalaka, and what's this right here? All right, I think I already added cardinal to the free. Yeah, I already added cardinal to. Already showed y'all what cardinal is. All right, so boom, there you go right there. And what I'll do is next time, I'll just do a whole run through of all of the signs. I'll just do a whole run through of all of the signs, and we'll just talk about that zodiac shit. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Somebody say he always getting away with everything. Nah, man, he ain't getting away with nothing, man. Uh, he not getting away with nothing, man. Understand that it's all entertainment, bro. At the end of the day, he told y'all that it's an internet persona, and it's all entertainment. At the end of the day, it's all internet. Think about it. What does a net does? The internet was designed to capture attention. That's like any other net. When a fisherman casts his net, he's trying to catch fish. Well, when a person is on the internet and they're making videos and they're posting, they're trying to catch attention. Now, some of us get caught up into the negative side of the internet, and some of us are caught up into the positive side of the internet. When you're looking at Chakra Doctor, you're doing Chakra Doctor, it's the positive side of the internet, man. We are talking about the truth. Hey, I'm smiling and tingling. Hey, man, that's some chakras, bro. Uncle Ruckus in real life. Boom, done. Boom, and there you go, bro. So I'm gonna get on before I get spit on, man. But until next time, man. Until next live stream, we're gonna get it in. We're gonna get it popping. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it healthy, bro. That's the type of stuff you about to be seeing Chakra out to do, keeping it healthy. But every now and then, these crazy people start doing crazy stuff, and I gotta speak on it. You feel what I'm saying? So, but from here on out, man, there's gonna be some positive things going on. Basically, he just yes, it's WWE. Basically, he's just an actor. Uncle Ruckus, keyword Ruckus, causing ruckus. Ooh, you got it. You got it. But he literally says that, bro. They gotta tell you what they are and they gotta tell you what they're doing before they do it. He tell you he's just an internet persona because when he was an activist, the black community didn't listen to him. So he became an actor. When he was an activist, the black community didn't listen to him. He became an actor. Now the black community listening to him. You see how that go? Which goes to show that we love the bull crap. Why? Because if we didn't love the bull crap, he wouldn't be getting big. We would listen to him when he was an activist. When he was an activist, we would have listened to him. But we didn't listen to him when he was an activist trying to help black people. So now he became black people's enemy. Because the same old villain story. I tried to help y'all, but y'all wouldn't listen to that. Now I'm against y'all. The classic villain story. He tried to help black people. But if you really trying to help black people, you would have never came black people's villain. But because you're black people's villain, and you do it in the form of, hey, I'm gonna tell the truth on all the rappers. I'm gonna tell the truth on, but you don't tell the truth on none of these crackers though. You don't tell the truth. You love the cracker and you hate a nigga. That's what you do. You love the white people and you show all the love to the white people, but you hate but you hate on the black people. And even though black people are messed up, and even though black people got a lot of messed up things, all ethnicities got messed up things. White people, Hispanic people, Asian people, Indian people, black people, we all got our particular thing that we're messed up at. So why are you zeroing and focusing on the messed up stuff in black people instead of, okay, I didn't use my platform and now I got a big platform. Now, why are you not doing the positive activism stuff? Why? Because you think we ain't gonna listen? Nah, we'll listen to you now. We done heard all of the Uncle Ruckus talk. Now it's time for you to pivot and get back into helping the black people. I'm not saying don't lose the Uncle Ruckus talk. I'm saying, hey, you do your Uncle Ruckus, but why you don't do your Uncle Ruckus to raise funds for the things that you was doing when we wasn't listening to you? Why you don't take and piggyback and leverage your fame into doing positive things for the community now? You started off trying to do positive things for the community. Now that you got the community's attention, you don't want to do positive things for the community anymore? Or all you want to do is spend all your money on strippers and females that, like all you want to do is act like you a young dude again? No, man, act your age. And if you are going to be a force to be reckoned with, because trust me, Charleston White, this Uncle Ruckus Act is only gonna last for so long. Eventually, people are gonna get tired of you being Uncle Ruckus. But what you can what is gonna make you stay alive is, you ready? If you take Uncle Ruckus and the Uncle Ruckus archetype and you use the Uncle Ruckus flow, you use the Uncle Ruckus talk to improve the state of black people by actually doing physical deeds. But them white folks done paid you off and you can't do that. You got to be an antagonist to black people, because if you do, they're going to young pharaoh you. They're going to young pharaoh you. I already seen you wearing the leopard print. I already seen you throwing the 6 over the eye. I already seen you doing all of the rituals. You was already, you talking about the gay stuff this and the gay stuff that. Let's tell the truth on you, Uncle Ruckus. You talking about the gay stuff this and the gay stuff that, but wasn't Aiden Ross playing with your ass? Wouldn't Aiden Ross playing with your booty, and you ain't do nothing when Aiden Ross played with your booty though? Aiden Ross told the world in front of the whole world he got in your booty. And you ain't do nothing. You stayed on stream. See, I can tell the real truth though. I can tell the real truth. Let's bring up the clip when Aiden Ross said he fucked you in your ass for the deal though. Let's play with the real truth, Charleston White. I remember when you was going through your rituals with Aiden Ross and they laid up there and they was playing punk games with you. You didn't say nothing when the white boy, the Jew boy, was playing punk games with you on the stream. But you won't get up and try to get on Atlanta punk scene. Nah. Let's talk about when the white boy was playing punk games with you though. I'm the real truth, punk. I'm the real truth, punk. So don't ever come trying to talk about something. Oh, you won't try to point the finger at black people, point the finger here, point the finger there. Nah. As soon as you can point the finger at black people, the finger can get pointed at you. Because I can bring up the footage. Don't make me bring up the footage. Man, let me bring up the footage real quick. Let me bring up the footage real quick so people don't think I'm lying. Huh? Aiden Ross says he fucked Charleston White. And he was serious. He wasn't playing. He was playing punk games with you. He was playing punk games with you. Hold on, Charleston White. Hold up. Charleston White, look at here go one when you say you wanted to sell your soul.
How can I sell my soul? I'm gonna sell out.
Look, this him and Aiden Ross and Charleston White talking about he can sell his soul. He already sold his soul. You ready? Let's go.
How can I sell my soul? I'm gonna sell out. I'm sick, man. You're gonna have to let me. Yo. I'll get you rich. You want to make some money? That was crazy. Why are you thinking about it? You can win other ways. Nah. How can I sell my soul? I'm gonna sell out. I'm sick, man. You're gonna have to let me.
You're gonna have to let me F you. Wait a minute.
Yeah. You pulled it to mother. I done caught on to your nephew. You got your motherfucking ass on sick, so you want to hang out.
Hold on.
Shit, let's do it.
I want to get there. Let's do that.
No.
Hold on, remember?
Some self-respect. You know what I'm saying? Now, look, man. I want to let everyone know in this room, you're all in this room for a reason. You're all amazing human beings, you know.
Try.
Got you, man. So you didn't pick these two girls up off the street corner?
Hold on, man. I'm gonna find him.
How can I sell my soul? I'm gonna...
Hold on. I'm gonna find him. When he said he F Charleston White in the butt for the deal.
So, first of all...
It was on the boat.
Look y'all, look at this. Man, I'm sitting out here. I'm ready to go eat.
Hold on, man. Yeah, I remember when you was
You're gonna have to let me fuck you. How can I sell my soul? I'm gonna sell out. I'm sick, man. You're gonna have to let me fuck you.
okay.
I'll get you rich. You want to make some money? No. You're gonna have to let me.
Okay. So don't talk about the punkism. Don't talk about the punkism in Atlanta when that white boy was doing the punkism on you. You ain't do nothing when the white boy told you. Ain't do nothing when the white boy told you you're gonna have to let me F you. But you won't get on Atlanta. Man, stop it, bro. Niggas a character, man. Niggas a character, man. Niggas a character. Ain't no nigga on the face of the planet gonna be able to tell me, yeah, Shako Doctor, you gonna have to let me F you and he ain't gonna get punched in the mouth, nigga. Fuck is talking about, nigga. Yeah, and whatever happened behind that, but at least I stood on my manhood, homie. You think I lived all these years and survived all them wars in prison and survived all these wars on the street to let a white YouTube streamer, black YouTube streamer, whoever YouTube, nigga, to let a streamer come and talk about, oh yeah, you're gonna have to let me F you. Yeah. He said, you can F me, you can F me in other ways, just not that way. Stop playing, bro. Ain't no real man gonna say that. 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 So I just wanted to, that was just my last little, yeah, you know, since he talking about he exposed Atlanta and the truth and all this, that nah, man, let us not forget when the white boy said, I'm gonna find that Aiden Ross clip where he actually said, man, forget all that, freak all that. I gotta find it, man. I'm about to find it right now. Aiden Ross effed Charleston White. And he said it, and Charleston was like, man, quit playing, letting them people know that. Quit playing, Charleston White. Why? Quit playing, letting them people know that. So nah. You still got flaw. You still go. Oh, here you go. Let me see.
I didn't know it was her though. But he disrespected her, right? Nah, that's he don't go for real. Yeah. Let him that throwing a punch below the belt. When I was baby mama.
Hold on.
I can't let. Oh my God. Let me ask you. You get swamp ass? Swamp ass. What's that? I'm gonna tell you. I got a nah, bro. No, man.
Hold on, man. Hold on, man.
You telling me Aiden Ross told Charleston White, I can make you a superstar,
But you gotta let me fuck you.
but you got to let me fuck you. And he said, you just can't fuck me in the ass.
Exactly. That's his word for word.
Word for word.
First time that Charleston met Aiden.
Hold on, bro. They got one where he said, where they was I gotta find that. I'm gonna find that one where they was kicking it. And he actually said, Charleston let me F him. And Charleston was like, man, why you telling people that?
Okay, good. Nah, you do fuck good, huh? Man, you stop that shit, man. You don't know how good I fuck. I know what I'm saying. You don't know how good I fuck. I ain't gonna speak on it. Ain't God damn it, man. My bad. Shit, man, you gonna make people think we fucking. No, I wouldn't know. It's just I don't know what your people gonna do.
Look, you ready?
Baby, I don't fuck that good. Nah, you do fuck good, huh? Stop that shit, man. You don't know how good I fuck. I know what I'm saying. You don't know how good I fuck. I ain't gonna speak on it. Ain't God damn it.
Look. And then Charleston White said his own mouth that they wanted him to do some gay rituals. Ready?
They want me to embrace homosexuality.
Look, you ready?
Put your own friends in jail. They want me to embrace homosexuality. They want me to wear a dress, and they wanted me and Prime to kiss it. I'm not doing that. I don't want the bag. I gave the bag back. They want me to embrace homosexuality. They want me to wear a dress, and they wanted me and Prime to kiss it. I'm not doing it.
I guarantee you he did some of that. I guarantee you he did some of that, bro.
Let's see here. You know, I saw this man and I was affected. I felt some type of way about it, bro. I didn't know what you said about Keep On. In my opinion, Keep On was a great rapper, made great music, you know, and you know, RP Keep On. What about all the victims that the FBI have evidence for that he did? So this is what I noticed. Aiden introduces everybody to trans. It's part of the rest.
Man, I gotta find it, bro. Dang. Man, I gotta find it, but he said it. Charleston White exposes Aiden Ross rituals and
He's so mad about me saying bad man keep it.
dang. I'ma find it though, bro. But he went through the little Aiden Ross ritual thing, you feel what I'm saying? I don't know how he ducked wearing the dress. I don't know how he ducked the little dress thing. I don't know how he ducked it and all that, but you ain't about to be, man, you kicking it with Aiden Ross and all them streamers, bro, man. You they done ran through you probably. He probably worked out a little deal where he could get F where they was able to screw him, but they wasn't able to he ain't had to do the public humiliation rituals. He had to probably do other kind of humiliation rituals. You feel me? Because he is a court jester. But I'm gonna get on before I get spit on, man. I'll talk to y'all later.